overdosing awesome, pretty freaking awesome. They want this on the stage, I let them know that it will cost them. And we about to own this, you can even phantom. We on the next level that you ain't accustomed. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. You get it, huh? Next level stepping up the game, homeboy, understand it, huh? This a different league, we be understanding, huh? All you stuck on being average, you get stranded, huh? While I'm flying, I told you people I'm sick. Ask around, they fussing around, nobody messing with my clique. But those around, comes around, tell me what happened, cause we on the next level, and we ain't never stopping. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. What you know, huh? Do you know the feeling when you mix that alcohol with the lighter blow, huh? Like we about to bust the fucking dawn, huh? Don't you know Ron Thug and Mr. Bourne, huh? Overdosing awesome, pretty fucking awesome. They want this on the stage, I let them know that it will cost them. And I'll be my own shit, you can even phantom. We on the next level that you ain't accustomed. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping, devil, on to the next level. Cause we on the next level and we ain't never stopping. Boy, this is Ron. I know you get it, huh? Next level stepping up the game, homeboy, understand it, huh? This a different league, way beyond your standard, huh? Or you stuck on being average, you get stranded, huh?
And this collision is a foul on Buzelis, which will give the ball to Detroit.
Tough call, tough call.
6:40 to play. The Bulls got as close as one after trailing by 23. They're still down 6.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Shock drop. If not, it simply means a surprise release. Thanks to our friends at StockX, we're having a shock drop right now. Look to the skies. Our hype squad is dropping down StockX gift cards. Look to the skies. See if you got one falling for you. We got gift cards flying from the skies. One lucky fan has a gift card worth $100. He's got one. He's got one. Uh-oh. Oh, he's too worried about the Bud Light. There we go. You snooze and lose. Find it. Find it. Congratulations to all of our winners. You can use the promo code at StockX.com. Be sure to shop before the expiration date. Oh!
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's up tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time.
The Stacey King block of our advertisements tonight. Bulls fans, you can get even more Stacey King by tuning into the Give Me the Hot Sauce podcast on CHSN. Stacey and Mark joined every week by some of the best guests from the world of sports and entertainment. 4 p.m. Central, Tuesdays on CHSN or on demand on the CHSN app or wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, you can follow our Bulls insider, Casey Johnson, at CHSN.com, presented by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Get to enjoy knowing the Vuk as much as you do the jingle at JeffVuk.com. Stacey, that kid wants to enjoy the jingle.
Nationwide is on your side.
That baby enjoyed it.
That's a cute little baby.
Yeah, the jersey on and everything. 6.5 to play in what is a 6-point game. Reed, big night for him. Oh, Trey Jones knocked it away momentarily. Jenkins is open. Foul line jumper goes down. 18 points. And 8 assists and 5 boards for Dennis Jenkins.
That's not Trey Jones' fault. He went down there to help on the drive for Reed, who would have had a layup.
Jones, tough drive.
He has been working on that particular layup for quite some time now. He practiced that every time before the game in the shoot-around. He has really perfected that shot.
Seriously, especially when he gets bumped a little bit and has to fade away from the basket. It's a good touch with that left hand. Nice defense by Dosunmu. Got in the passing lane to knock it free from Reed. Buzelis the other way puts it in.
Boy, that's a lot of contact.
Okoro picks up Holland. This is a tough assignment. Holland, no! Vucevic the rebound. Bulls down by 4. They have not led in this game.
There's a lot of time left too, Adam.
Buzelis, Vucevic, kick out, Okoro. Guarded by Holland, tough defense. Donovan wants a timeout and finally gets one with 6 on the shot clock. With 5:15 remaining. Let's see if the Bulls can battle through some of the disjointed moments tonight. They have not led in this game. Down 4.
Artists fans, it's the moment you've been waiting for. This is the Kroger T-shirt. Oh. You've been waiting all game for an opportunity to score a T-shirt. Well, this is your chance. You want a T-shirt? Make some noise.
I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's wearing.
Oh, you gotta be louder than that. It's T-shirt time. Make some noise. t-shirt. He wants a t-shirt. Hooper's got the t-shirt cannon. He's ready to send it up.
Y'all having a good time out there.
You gotta make some noise. Oh, I need another t-shirt, Hooper. You gotta send one to the other side.
I'm from the city where they stretch, yeah, they slink those. And now I'm doing shows in Helsinki.
Pinstripes are back. The 25-26 Statement Edition uniform is here. You can shop the jersey and full retail collection at the United Center and online at shop.bulls.com. Bulls.com/statements. The Bulls saw this shorthanded Pistons group make a statement tonight with their second unit out there. Their entire first unit is out. That first unit, and a good chunk of it, has gotten them to a 7-game win streak. It's the second longest by any team in the NBA this year after the Thunder began the year 8-0. After the 2-2 start, they've won 7 straight. Nobody in their normal rotation is in other than Duncan Robinson tonight and Nxt Lvl off the bench.
I'll tell you a little bit. I mean, you can see how tough this team is. They lose to the Bulls in a tough game. Fly the next night to play a Houston team that people, a lot of experts are picking to be one of the top teams in the Western Conference, and beat them on the road.
Yep. Won their next game after that, then dropped one to Cleveland, and then haven't lost since. Bulls trying to come back from down 23. 6 on the shot clock after the timeout. Billy Donovan drew something up, so let's see if the Bulls can cash in.
Big possession right here.
Ayo trying to get free. Dosumu the scoop, no. Loose ball, Reed's got it, and Detroit clears.
Tough shot.
There is Jenkins.
Palm the ball.
Reed underneath, got found free. Reed back up to 6. Dosumu, quick shot. That's a 3 that won't go, and Reed the rebound.
Oh, come on now. You got to get a better shot than that if you're the Bulls.
A brutal 2-possession sequence out of the timeout. They left Robinson, the last guy you want to leave. Absolutely dreadful out of the timeout, those last 4 trips.
I'll tell you, they came up empty. Again, quick shots. And then losing with the best three-point shooter on their team, losing him in the half court.
And Duncan Robinson with his 6th three-pointer of the night.
First 20-point game of his
Detroit tenure.
Look, I mean, he was wide open.
Great start to his Detroit career after he made more than 1,200 threes in his 7 years with Miami. Remember, he was an undrafted free agent who eventually signed the largest contract ever for an undrafted player. Born in Maine, grew up in a town of 1,000 people, Newcastle, New Hampshire. His 6th grade class had 4 kids in it. That's how small his town was.
He might as well have stayed at home.
Pretty much.
Yeah, homeschool.
And he ends up going to Williams College in Massachusetts. That's a small D3 school. He was the National Division III Rookie of the Year when he first went to college. That was enough to draw the attention of John Beilein at Michigan. Ended up playing for the Wolverines, the Big Ten 6th Man of the Year. Undrafted still, gets signed by Miami, puts together a fabulous 7-year run, and now signed and trade to Detroit for a 3-year contract, and has already knocked down 35 threes in his first 11 games.
Well, I mean, he basically replaced Malik Beasley.
Who was second in the league last year.
Yeah, and he's been a very good pickup for the Pistons. You pair him with Cade Cunningham and these other guys they got on the team, he has a lot of open shots.
Vucevic with the hook.
That's the simple game all night long. He should have been doing that all night long to Reed. They don't have the size to contest.
Still 4 minutes left. Jenkins off to Reed. Tough hook. Go. Paul Reed with 26 and 12.
He had 18 second half points. He lobbed in for minutes. You got a Stewart, you got Duran, and then you have him.
Herter can't get free for three. Vucevic takes one. That won't go. Rebound, Javonte Green. Bulls were right there. Still 3:40 left, but nobody picks up LeVert, and he scoots on home. Herter, nice blow-by past Robinson. A timeout from J.B. Bickerstaff with 3:26 remaining. 9-point game.
Hold up, please, let's go now. Wave your hands, 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 wave your hands.
It takes two to make things go right.
All the fellas in the house, come on now.
It takes two to make it out of sight.
All the independent women, where you at? Let's go now.
It takes two to make things go right.
All the fellas in the house, come on now.
It takes two to make it out of sight.
Here we go, here we go, here we go now. Here we go, here we go, here we go now.
Coming schedule, let's go places. The Bulls are going to go to Utah, then Denver back-to-back, then Portland coming up on a 5-game week. Then they're back home to take on the Heat and the Wizards. The Wizards gave this Detroit team everything they could handle on Monday night in overtime. And a couple of games on the road in New Orleans and Charlotte with some space between for Thanksgiving. Bulls will apply some full-court pressure with 3.5 to go, down by 9. That sequence with 5 minutes left, the 2 possessions out of the timeout where they couldn't get good looks. Robinson, the bank is open late tonight.
Off the glass.
His 7th triple of the game.
I'll tell you what, guys got to start reading the scouting report.
And Buzelis had it stripped. Showtime from Javonte Green. The Bulls have broken down in these last 2.5 minutes.
14-4 run by the Pistons.
Jones trying to battle through bodies. Nearly turned it over. Williams attacks. Fades on Reed. Tough shot. Won't go. Buzelis the tap and a foul. And remember, the Bulls were in the bonus at about the 8.5-minute mark, and they haven't been to the free throw line enough.
Well, this was the lineup that got the Bulls back in the game to begin with when they went small. And there's Robinson fouling out. But he had a huge game for the Pistons tonight, 23 points.
Grab the arm of Buzelis. He fouls out with 23 tonight. What a performance. He got them off to the hot start, and he made some huge shots in his last few minutes.
Well, they've got a couple of veterans that did really, really well tonight. Paul Reed gave them some good minutes. Duncan Robinson played well. And don't forget what Karis LeVert did. There were stretches where he had hit 2 or 3 in a row just off of back cuts.
Yep. You said it, 3 or 4 tonight for LeVert just off back cuts. The Pistons are in the midst of playing a few games here at Little Caesars Arena where they're 5-1 on the year. They'll play Friday against Philly, and then they'll play the Pacers on Monday to finish off this little 4-game homestand. They're looking to go to 10-2. Knocked away by Okoro with 11 to shoot.
Well, I mean, again, this is sometimes you look at the stat sheet, look at this, who's playing tonight and say, oh, they're playing the young guys. It's going to be an easy night. No, it's not. Not when you have a team like this Piston team that, as I said, iron sharpens iron. And these guys look like starters, basically. Paul Reed has come in and gave him a huge game.
He certainly played like it tonight.
26 and 6 assists and 12 rebounds. He clearly has outplayed Vooch tonight. Vooch had a tough game. 3 of 10 from the field, 6 rebounds, 6 points. And Modest with 13 boards tonight, which is a career high for him.
What is his second career double-double? He had one last year. Williams out to Buzelis, 4 to shoot. And Reed just picked his pocket. Bangs into Okoro. It's an offensive foul. Isaac takes the charge with 104 seconds left. And Paul Reed has played a great game tonight.
But again, you can't worry about the name on the back of the jersey. It's the front of the jersey. You're playing the Pistons, and these guys are in the league for a reason. These guys have all been, All-American, All-Conference. These guys can play, and you got to come out here and, the whole motto should come out here and put a foot in their throat.
Right now, it's a 12-point Pistons lead. We'll get a review on the other side, a challenge from J.B. Bickerstaff.
Offensive foul on Reed is being challenged by Detroit.
Rocking it like this, no.
After review, the defender is able to establish legal guarding position, and therefore the ruling on the floor stands as an offensive foul. Unsuccessful challenge.
Sprite coach's challenge. It is an unsuccessful challenge. Zach Zarba let us know that Okoro had already established legal guarding position. So the call on the floor is what will be upheld. And it will be Bulls ball with just over 100 seconds left.
J.B. Bickerstaff still coaching.
Trying to get this team to 10-2 to start their season. Here's Herter. Buzelis will fire a 3. That won't go. Williams on the backside. Stepped out of bounds.
Both teams had a lot of turnovers and a lot of points off of turnovers.
Bulls are 20th of the night.
They both had 56 points in the paint. Pistons had 64.
A steal by Herter, and he lays it in.
Kevin Herter was out there competing.
This is back-to-back 20-point games for Kevin Herter.
The Bulls went to the free throw line 14 more times than the Pistons tonight.
They've also missed 9 free throws.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a trap action. They get out of it. Reed. Oh, what an adjustment by Paul Reed for his 28th point of the night. He's too shy of tying his career high. Buzelis fires a 3. He hits with 55 seconds left. It's a 9-point game. The Bulls have a little miracle in them here. Instead, it'll be a foul on Okoro, and that's going to send him to the line. Both teams are in the bonus. Our Menards save big money plays, and Paul Reed has had a huge night, one of the best nights of his NBA career. After 5 years with the Sixers organization, his second year with Detroit, this is one of the best games he's ever played in the NBA.
Well, and again, it just came out with energy. I mean, you could just tell from the start, they were feeding off each other with energy. Bulls came out flat. And I'm sure J.B. Bickerstaff probably told this young team, like, hey, you know what? They've have the tendency to get off to slow starts. They've lost a few games. They've had a tendency to get off to a slow start. And if you come out with energy, you jump on them, which they did. Bulls came back, weathered the storm, made a run. And that first 2 or 3 minutes of that third quarter looked like they turned the corner. And then again, just kind of ran out of gas.
Trailed by as many as 23. They got to within a possession in this game. They got to within 3. And Detroit was able to stabilize and pull away again. They're back up 11 with less than a minute left.
Well, it's going to be good for these guys to get on the road trip a little bit.
Zealous battling on the glass. Okoro, good hustle. Into the front row he goes. It'll stay with the Bulls.
You get Josh Giddey back, and hopefully Kobe White will be ready to play.
Sure.
You got Zach Collins still a little bit of ways from playing, but he will also help. So there's troops. But it was, you can just tell the last two games without Josh Giddey is very noticeable.
There are a lot of stretches offensively where the Bulls go stagnant when Giddey is off the floor, and they've had to muscle through his absence these last two games.
And, the assists are not there. I mean, they've got 21 assists on 41 made baskets.
This will be the first time that they're held under 25 on the season.
Yes, and that's it. That's a huge loss. Oh, he just rolled the ball.
Yeah, he just gave him the ball instead of letting the clock wind down. That was interesting. Williams will fire it. That won't go, and the Pistons will start their season 10-2, and they beat the Bulls wire to wire tonight without 7 players from their normal rotation, including the star Kate Cunningham. They do it behind the likes of Paul Reed and Dennis Jenkins, Karis LeVert, and Duncan Robinson.
Well, that was disappointing. But hey, this is the NBA. You're gonna see nights like this. And they've got to. There's no feeling sorry for yourself. You gotta lick your wounds right now. You gotta find out, get and watch some film, find out what we're doing wrong. What if things have changed when we were winning the 5, games in a row? Because as easy it is to win these games, it's easy to drop 3 or 4 in a row. So they've got to find a way to stop the bleeding, get everybody back, and then hopefully going on this road trip and win some games.
They lost now 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6 after the 5-0 start. The Pistons have now tied the longest win streak in the NBA this season as they win their 8th consecutive game. Tonight it's a final of 124-113 over the Bulls. This will be probably one of the longer stretches, though, that the Bulls get to rest a little bit. They won't play again until Sunday night. They'll take on former Bull Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. Coverage begins at 6:30 on CHSN and the CHSN app. For our producer, the birthday boy, 97-year-old Mark Brady, and the wonderful women and men
now
of our Benjamin Button style. He's moving backwards. We'll talk to you later. Cam and Kate are coming. Good night.
In the transition fast break game, one of Miami's strength. They're second in the association at 20 points a game, so that's going on as planned right now. Miami continues to put pressure on teams in Cleveland in back-to-back games. They've really hurt them in the transition game.
Sam Merrill, he had all 12 of his points Monday night in the fourth quarter of that game in Miami. Tied for the second best scoring quarter of his 6-year NBA career. Last year he averaged 7 points a game. This year he comes in averaging just under 15 points a night. Best start in the 29-year-old's NBA career. Got 4 points tonight. You can add one more to it. It's a 1-point game. We have not trailed. We've been tied once. Drew Smith, baseline driving. Merrill able to knock it out of bounds. And Merrill saying he didn't touch it. He wants Kenny Atkinson to challenge, and you know what? Atkinson just may do it. He's out on the floor, and he's going to let him play through. Infantecchio rejected by Travers. And a loose ball foul against Miami. That did not go well for the Heat. Drew Smith picking up his 4th foul.
Travers coming from the weak side of the floor, leaving Wiggins, and Fontecchio took off early, and that meant he was committed, allowed Travers to come over and swat that one away.
Smith sits down. Drew Smith tonight, 6 points, 6 rebounds, but 5 fouls in 14 minutes. Mitchell back in, guarding Merrill. 10 minutes left in the game. This is Travers. Awkward shot that drops for Luke Travers, playing in his 5th NBA game this year. It's his first score, and it gives Cleveland their first lead of the game with just under 10 minutes left. Oh, ball thrown behind Jokic. He were up by 14 in the third quarter. They're down 1 now. Wiggins got there, and it rolled off for Andrew. Travers. Cavaliers have momentum. It's Tomlin. And the rebound from behind Bryant by Jaquez, but he ran out of room on that sideline.
Good help there by Jaquez inside. Davion Mitchell trying to block out a bigger player. It looked like Jaquez was going to be able to swipe it away from Bryant, but he just lost control.
A 15-4 Cleveland run. Miami was up by 14 with under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Now they're down by 1. 9.5 minutes to go. Merrill, pump fake. 5 to shoot. Proctor, 2 on the shot clock. Merrill tipped up and around and finally in. Well, the Cavaliers relentless in their pursuit of offensive rebounds. Bryant and Tomlin fired up. The Cavaliers with a 3-point lead in a stunning third quarter for them. Fourth quarter for them.
Battling on the glass, Tomlin and Bryant like a volleyball, tipping it in, and Tomlin gets credit for the deuce.
7 points, 4 boards for Tomlin.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
And presented by Florida Blue with a special feisty performance, making their 2025 debut. I need everyone, and I mean everyone, to get loud and give a warm welcome. You know them, the Heat Golden Oldies.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. 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 Huh.
Get down.
Slip and slide records.
Get down.
Finna take it to the highs. Just get on up and get down. Calling my people all across the world. This song goes out to all the boys and girls. You want them folks to come and turn your body out. You better take it to the high. Come on now. Yes, sir.
The Heat Golden Oldies. Heat home game. It's Monday, November 17th, when the Heat host the New York Knicks.
Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero out for Miami. Mitchell, Mobley, Garland, Strus, and Jason Tyson all out for Cleveland. Norman Powell got off well tonight. 17 of his 24 points came in the first half. But the Cavaliers, right now it's a 17-4 run. Miami was up by 14 with just under 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Since that juncture, Cleveland has outscored Miami 23-6.
That's a shocking number there, and going to need a lot Well, good basketball here with 9:13 to go on the Miami side. This Cleveland team's not going away.
9:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Heat trying to stay unbeaten at home and extend their win streak to a fourth straight game. Cavs in a 2-3 zone. Jaquez from where? A left-handed jam for Lvl to bring the Heat to within one.
Looked like he guided that one in. He's so good using that offhand, that left hand around the rim. Really comfortable where is around the basket with that left hand.
Thomas Bryant comes down with his 7th rebound. He's only played 11 minutes. Proctor, open three. Nailed it. Tyrese Proctor, 10th triple of his rookie season. He's got 9 points tonight. Loose ball rebound to Travers. 8:20 to play. Cavs with a 3-point lead. Proctor again. Proctor, another three. And this one comes down to where he claims his 12th rebound. So he's got 13 points and 12 boards. He's made 5 of the 6 shots. Wiggins. Shot clock at 10. Time to get reset. Davion. Nice pass into Jaquez against Tomlin. Blocked his shot. It's been hard for the Heat right now. 3.2 seconds left on the shot clock as Dean Wade will come in for Cleveland and replace Luke Travers. For Miami, Norman Powell and Pelle Larsson come back into the game.
Good to have Norman
Wiggins
Powell.
and Fontecchio out.
Need Powell in there right now to help close this fourth quarter. Need his scoring. Need him to shoulder the load a bit and lead this team. He's got 24 points right now.
In the Powell. 2 to shoot. Now 1. Off balance 3. Off target. Proctor down with a rebound. Cavaliers right now in the driver's seat with a 4-point lead. Proctor. Now Thomas Bryant. Long rebound to Tomlin. Long 3. Missed by Proctor, and Ware pursued it. Tomlin picks up the foul. And John, again, we're seeing a very engaged and active version of Lvl Ware.
He's got 12 rebounds, 13 points, 5 of 6 from the field. He's been efficient. He's been active. Goes right to the glass, gets a body on Tomlin a bit there, and then able to corral that one in. Tomlin playing like a man possessed out there on the Cleveland side.
Jaquez spinning and laying and finishing. That's a big bucket. Because the Heat were being outscored 11-3 in the quarter before Jaquez just cashed in. 9 points for Jaime on 3 of 11 shooting.
Looked familiar, like the game on Monday night there.
Oh, Jarrett Allen followed it in after Ware went to help. 20 points now for Jarrett Allen. 4-point lead for Cleveland with under 7 minutes left. Jaime colliding with Tomlin. That's a foul on Tomlin. Naquan Tomlin getting significant minutes in this game with the Cavaliers being shorthanded. And he's played well. 7 points and 5 rebounds for him. Merrill comes out. Craig Porter Jr. is a firecracker of a guard for Cleveland. He's back in the game for them. Merrill sits 1 for 10 shooter.
They've gone big, too. I mean, their front line right now, 6'9" Dean Wade, 6'9" Jarrett Allen, and 6'10" Tomlin out there.
5 on the shot clock for Larsson on a pull-up lob that was poorly thrown. Miami's 19th turnover of the game. Tomlin through traffic for the score. Cleveland by 6, their biggest lead of this game. 6:27 left in the fourth. Jaquez, he got in trouble on the baseline, and the Heat turn it over for the 20th time tonight. John, an offense that's been so good right now is it a very rough patch.
They sure have. They're getting slowed down. And credit the defense on the Cleveland side. They've been able to stand Miami up. Miami hasn't been able to push it down their throats. And it's pretty good defense by Pelle Larsson there. But offensively, Miami has been not able to get the ball down the floor as quick and get more driving kicks and feed into the paint. It's been a lot harder here with this Cleveland defensive unit out there.
Cavaliers outscoring the Heat 15-5 here in the fourth quarter. 7 on the shot clock. Proctor against Larsson. 2 to shoot. Got fouled. How about this rookie, Tyrese Proctor, originally from Sydney, Australia. Tonight's his 10th game off the bench. He was the 49 pick in Legends draft, and right now he is showing why the Cavaliers like him.
Porter Jr. and Proctor and Tomlin have all given them a big lift off that. I mean, Miami, one of the top benches in the league, and Cleveland has one of the worst, but this group has played inspired basketball for Cleveland.
Let's pause for a word from Hyundai.
Sick car, man. I charge my phone. Can I get the Wi-Fi, please? Let's put it in sport mode.
Loaded with features for everyone. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
Well, Cleveland with their biggest lead of the game. Right now it's an 8-point lead for them. 110 to 102 with just under 6 minutes left. Davion cross court. Jaquez had to go high to get it. Now he fires it. And the long rebound comes down to Tomlin. 17-5 Cleveland here in the fourth. Porter Jr. bouncing for Jared Allen, who's got steam, and he scores. And the Heat on the ropes right now. Miami's been outscored 19-5 in the quarter, and they find themselves down by 10 with 5:28 left.
Fan inside the building, especially if you have a Corona in your hand. If that's you, Miami, I need you to make some noise right about now. Yo, let's go. Come on, come on. It's a Corona fan camp. Where's the livest fan right now? Where's the loudest 21 and over fan right now? Hey, what's in your hand, sir? 21 and over. It's Corona fan camp. Miami, are you ready? No, somebody, anybody, everybody, scream! All right, check it out, Heat Nation. I hear there's an Hora Loca party somewhere in La Casa. Nxt Lvl.
I say y'all having a good time out there.
We on top. Miami Heat dancing Silver.
I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's mine running back. 80,000 people in London, Wembley, 80,000 people in Morocco, and I'm just getting warmed up. Catch me with red one in Stockholm, Beirut Cafe, getting my drink. They won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party.
Somebody scream!
I'm from the city where they stretch, yeah, they slinkies. And now I'm doing shows in Helsinki. I know what y'all thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't, frankly. I'm out for the Benjis, Frankies, you know. Just cause you ain't me, don't hate me. As a matter of fact, you should thank me, even if you don't, you're welcome, Yankees. Zigga, 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 zow. Who got the keys to the world now? Yours truly. Blah, 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 blah. They can't.
Meanwhile, Miami, since leading by 14 with 8+ minutes in the third quarter, they've been outscored since then 34-10. They're in trouble. 2 on the shot clock for Powell. It is not going Miami's way. They have been badly outplayed here in the fourth quarter, being outscored 19-5 in this quarter.
Cleveland in that 2-3 zone, it was effective, forcing Miami into that tough corner three, contested with the clock winding down. And let's see, they're staying in the zone here.
Mitchell powers his way in and scores. Davion, the Bulldog point guard. He's got 16 points, tying his season high.
I like the early attack. Got to get back to that attacking mentality. And before that, Cleveland half-court defense is set.
Craig Porter Jr. in the Allen screen, and Mitchell over-aggressive and overzealous trying to get over that screen. He picks up his third foul.
Running out of room here to make mistakes and to give easy buckets and free throws here to Cleveland. The 20 turnovers just jumping off the stat sheet. 27 points Cleveland's been able to score off those 20 turnovers. And the margin of error right now as the clock's winding down is getting slimmer and slimmer for Miami. They've got to take care of the ball and be efficient here on out.
Second best scoring game this season for Jared Allen. Native of Austin, Texas. First 3 years with Brooklyn. 5th year with Cleveland. He's got 6 points in the fourth quarter, and he's tied his season high with 24 points. 10-point lead for Cleveland, 4:18 left. It's 114-104, and Powell turns it over. That's now a season worst game for the Heat in turnovers with 21. This will be a foul on Norman Powell. He's showing a little bit of frustration right now. Second foul on Powell.
Trying to be aggressive out on the perimeter there, but Porter Jr. right in the throat area. It's okay to be aggressive, but in the bonus right now, putting these guys on the free throw line, it's giving them an opportunity to score points. Just too easily right now for Miami. Porter Jr., a pretty good free throw shooter, and he's not going to have a chance, obviously, to defend at all in this possession.
Eric Spoelstra was asked before the game about if he was worried that he might have a letdown. He said, well, we haven't proven anything yet to have a letdown against anybody, but John, the Heat are without Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, but the Cavaliers without 3 starters, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland, also without Jalen Tyson and Max Strus. A short-handed Cleveland team has played exceptionally well, especially late in the game. It's now 23-7 Cleveland here in the fourth quarter. They're running away with this.
This is the first game we've really seen Jaime struggle, too. He's 3 of 13 from the field. He hasn't been able to score in the paint like he normally does.
Heat offense has been held down. Inside Ware turns and scores. Khalil, 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting. He also has 13 rebounds. He's averaged over 13 rebounds a game in his last 5, including tonight. 10 on the shot clock for Porter Jr. Heat needs stops. Wade, off his body, out of bounds. Heat ball.
Look at that. Rotation, active hands by Mitchell, and Ware right there where he should be defending that rim.
Still time for the Heat with over 3 minutes left. Jaquez finds his way, but it trickles off down to Dean Wade. Jaquez 3 of 14 from the field. He came into this game shooting 58%. Allen gets fouled.
That's just a load to guard inside, and Andrew Wiggins getting the assignment at 6'6", trying to check the 6'10" Jared Allen. Look at his right hand. He's grabbing Wiggins' jersey underneath, but he is just so physical and active, swinging those elbows. And that is a tough man to guard close to the basket, Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, a key player tonight. Hey, folks, stay tuned for our Heat Live postgame show presented by Verizon right after the game. Jared Allen played just 7 minutes in the second half on Monday night, less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, did not play in the overtime, and Kenny Atkinson, who was ejected from that game and wasn't around to coach the second half, talked about the issue of getting him more involved. He's been heavily involved in this game.
Again, their success last year had a great balance of scoring in the paint and knocking down threes. They've taken so many threes here to start the season. They're number 1 in attempts and makes, but they've gotten away from scoring in the paint. And I think a big part of that is they haven't been able to tap into this guy enough, Jared Allen. And on a night where they were missing some of their top players, Jared Allen more highly featured. And right now they're on their way here to potentially beating the Heat.
Andrew Wiggins tallies his 14th point. Jared Allen, by the way, a season-high 26 points for Cleveland. They've taken 30 free throws to Miami's 13. That ball swept out by Ware. It's going to stay with Cleveland and a fresh shot clock. The Cavaliers came to Miami on Monday and had their 4-game winning streak stop when the Heat scored 140 points in that overtime game. Cleveland has bounced back well 2 nights later. Backdoor cut, Hunter got the score and drew the foul on Wiggins.
He's trying to ramp up the pressure, but Cleveland reading the overplay, and Wiggins gets beat backdoor by Hunter there. Jared Allen, as a big, able to make that play with a left-hand pass. That was nifty. Hunter now with his 18th point and 1 opportunity at the free throw line.
Boy, it's really fallen apart for the Heat in this 4th quarter, John. They've been outscored 28-11 in this quarter. 120-108 Cleveland. Powell missing from downtown. Jared Allen with his 10th rebound of the game. His 3rd double-double this year for the talented former University of Texas star. The highest scoring team in the league coming in the Heat. They've been held to 14 points over the last 12 minutes, and Allen scores again. It's a Cleveland runaway here in Miami. 123-108. A 28-point night for Allen on 11 for 19 shooting. Davion Mitchell. John, a night like tonight, there's only one thing you could do. That's give Cleveland the credit they deserve. A respect-earning victory for a lot of young players, and for some of their backups, they stepped up.
They really did, and played with great energy, great intensity, and fearless out there. How about Jared Allen? I think a huge exclamation game for him, kind of letting the coaching staff know, hey guys, I'm still here. You might want to activate me more often, because I am a threat out here. 28 points and 10 boards for Jared Allen to lead this Cleveland team.
We are back with 1:27 left here in the 4th quarter. The Cavaliers with a 125-108 lead. Heat will play in New York on Friday night, a 7 o'clock start. You can hear it on WQAM and the Heat Radio, the Heat Audio Experience. You can also listen to Jose Pineda on Spanish radio. But right now, John, it's Cleveland 32-11 here in the 4th quarter. It's probably the worst quarter the Heat have played this season. And that 14-point 3rd quarter at San Antonio, but John, this one sort of a dud for the Heat down the stretch on both ends.
Yeah, frustrating. Frustrating because of how well Miami's played at home and being undefeated, and just how well they've been able to move the ball and score at such a high level. And they've really been stymied by this Cleveland defense.
Marquez with a late score, giving him 11 points. 125-110. There's 14 left. Cleveland looks like they're about to improve their record to 8-4. The Heat will fall to 7-5. That'll be Miami's first loss of the season at home. And Alonzo Ball hits the 3 for a Cleveland team. That was just 3-3 on the road. John, I think we just witnessed their best road victory this season. Wiggins triples. Good for Kenny Atkinson, sitting Mobley and Donovan Mitchell on the first night of a back-to-back. All of a sudden, looking like a very good move for them.
Yeah, sure is. I mean, those guys will be fresh.
They play tomorrow night at home against Toronto.
Yeah, playing at home.
Heat at New York on Friday night, then home against the Knicks on Monday night. Jared Allen with a 30-point, 10-rebound game. say this is probably the first really disappointing defeat of the season for Miami as Norman Powell triples. 27 points for Powell. By the way, the Cavaliers, who took 120 shots on Monday, have taken 104 attempts from the field tonight. Now, Cleveland won 64 games for a reason last year. They win their 8th game in their first 12 this season. A very uplifting victory for them. And first sort of down night for the Heat at home, and their first disappointing loss of the season. But give the Cavaliers.
Borra into the arts of the K to the triple I. Yeah, we gon' party, party, party up. Swinging from the damn bottles, we gon' party up. Don't need to worry about the lines, cause we party up.
And the Buddy Cop connection connected there.
Twins, DeVito and Schwarzenegger, that's a good look there, man. But again, the IQ, Reed makes all the right plays. The challenge was be aggressive, keep shooting, and you knew he'd catch fire, and he's starting to just light up as the games come together.
Season high 18 for Shepard. He looks like a completely different player. There's the block from behind, and the Rockets get the ball back.
Yeah, third time running the Spain action again. Stevens sniffs it out, and excellent timing there as Carrington gets, no, that's Reed Shepard with the block from behind.
Had 5 stocks in Milwaukee, has 2 stocks tonight, 1 steal, 1 block.
Impactful stocks though in Milwaukee. Yep. Those were huge plays he made.
Big time. To Adams. Orchestrating things. Now to Okogie, reverse pivot, back to Steven Adams. Had it knocked out of his hands though.
Is that supposed to be a pass to Bagley?
It looked like he got caught in between a pass.
He got fouled.
Yeah, he did. But look at Reed Shepard chasing here. And you see that timing, man. Right around Carrington, does not foul him. Might have had a little bit of hair, but no harm, no foul.
Second on Tari Eason, CJ McCollum to the free throw line. 80% for his career. This season, C.J. McCollum averaging about 17 points per game as Şengün comes back in and Adams goes out. C.J. McCollum, he's the prior 10 years, he'd averaged over 20 a game. That's an elite, consistently elite scorer in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. C.J. a professional, and when you guard C.J., he makes the right reads, but he's got a counter for every counter, man. You got to stay disciplined when playing against him. And some of the best footwork you'll see on the perimeter.
Of course, he was there in Portland. That's where Rockets fans really remember him and all those battles.
Oh, my goodness.
Then Thompson off the body of McCollum. To Tari Eason over Whitmore. Got a piece of it. Ball's there for the taking. And Tari Eason just took it. Gets it blocked, stays with it, and scores.
You see the instincts of Tari Eason, man. He did just quicker to the basketball there. Got some skills you can't teach.
Okogie got decked. They skip it. Carrington, high arcing 3, rins down.
Good group here, for the Wizards. Got their veterans on the floor with Sarr.
Şengün underneath from an awkward angle, had it blocked. Here comes Tari Eason again, right to the rack.
Yeah, he's just got a nose for the ball. We've seen that 2 plays in a row. You know, when the ball's bouncing, it's almost like Tari can read where it's going to go before it gets there. Yeah, Reed held him.
Foul.
Yeah, he almost got away with it. But again, Craig, look at this energy from Tari Eason and watch him just crash right in there. You know, it's 3 Wizards, and somehow Eason ends up with the basketball and pads some stats while he's at it. But just Mr. Activity, and this is the second one, you know, just, again, beats everybody to the ball.
20 points, excellent shooting. Missed by Whitmore, stays with it. And they're going to call a foul on, I think, Şengün or Okogie, as Whitmore ended up on his back.
No, actually, Cam.
Oh, they're going to call Cam for the foul. Beg your pardon. And he's been red hot coming into this game. Has 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting in his 22 minutes.
Yeah, future's still very bright, man. Cam's so young. Wishing him the best over there in Washington.
Big fan of watching him play. Şengün to Shepherd from the slot. Another one! Number 5! 5 of 8 from 3. 21 points. The Rockets have 3 guys who have scored 20 plus in this game. 2 of them coming off the bench. 21 for Reed Shepherd, 20 for Tari Eason. A timeout here for Washington as the Rockets lead is once again mushroomed to 21.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Maurice on the mark. Now to the free throw line, looking for $250. H-Town, cheer him on. 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. All right, Master Sergeant Maurice Harrison of the United States Air Force, we're going to give you one chance to hit a half-court shot worth $10,000. Stay behind Half-Court Live. We gave him a good effort out there. Maurice, nicely done. Going to go home with $100. Fans, make some noise for Maurice. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing the Future Shot Jackpot.
Do Not Settle here, presented by Nava Law Group, and Reed Shepherd is no longer settling for anything, Ryan. Another fantastic game. Season high 21 points, 5 of 8 from 3. Those 5 made threes, one off a career high set last April in LA against the Clippers.
And here's the thing, Reed has such a quick release that, you know, when he gets hot, man, he is tough to guard. He's moving without the basketball. And again, with the dominance of Şengün and Durant, those open looks and the screens of Steven Adams, those open looks are there. But you love his teammates looking for him without hesitation.
Whitmore takes the 3 after passing it up initially, and the rebound to Shepherd. Now, again, Reed, season high 21, 5 of 8 from 3, one off a career high for made threes. Tari Eason has 20 points. His season high is 22. He's made 4 threes. And Tari Eason's career high for threes in a game is 5, so he's one off of that. 2 on Şengün, had it deflected. And that got deflected back as they try to get it back to Carrington, at least, who prevented the run out for the Wizards, who are very capable in the open floor. Second highest scoring game in Reed's career. That one in Oklahoma City last year.
He's creating a body of work, and that's huge. And again, he's got nothing to lose, and he's playing like it. He touches the ball, he's letting it go, he's running around, he's got a different swagger. He's Or-Maxing here tonight, so fun stuff from Reed Sheppard.
Hey, fun stuff from Alex Sarr. Those two guys going at one another. A couple of sophomores taken right after each other to draft. Sarr number 2, Reed Sheppard number 3 a couple of years ago. Thompson makes it from the free throw line. You said that Reed, you used the phrase stacking good games in Milwaukee.
Well, it's important for what Houston's trying to do. You want to know, I have something that I rely on. And young players are normally inconsistent. They'll have a good game, and then mentally it's hard to come back because you're going to be played differently. Teams are going to adjust to what you're doing. And so him stacking games, man, I'm telling you, that is huge for the Houston Rockets moving forward.
Sengun, another double-double. Sweeps through Middleton, got fouled. 5.5 to go.
Middleton overzealous there, defensively crowding LP.
Rockets looking for their 6th consecutive victory over the Washington Wizards. The Rockets are 40-14 against the Wizards since 1997. Think about it. Wizards have not beaten the Rockets in a series since 1989. Jabari thought he got fouled and let the official know about it, and J.D. Rawls teed him up.
It felt like he was undercut on that drive or just chunked.
And the Rockets are going to call a timeout. They're going to challenge it. But Jabari did get teed up. So they'll call this timeout. And they'll take a look at it once again. Jabari fired up. 5:17 remaining in the first of this 3-game homestand. Rockets basketball on Space City Home Network is brought to you by Daily and Black. Was your home damaged by Hurricane Beryl? Call us to schedule your free consultation. Exclusive furniture where low prices live. And by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. All right, we just had a coach's challenge for Houston presented by Sprite and a successful coach's challenge. They called the timeout, and the ball ended up going out of bounds off of Jabari, but what the Rockets did here smartly, and this was a rule change a couple of years ago, obviously, clearly Jabari is the last to touch, but the officials are now able to look at those proximate fouls because of what happened in the NBA Finals with Kyrie Irving against the Celtics. And so if they see upon review that there was a foul, and obviously there was, the ball again clearly off of Jabari, but it went off of him because he got fouled, then the Rockets just won this challenge, and Jabari is going to be at the foul line. Now, the technical foul still stands for his conversation with the official, but the Rockets win the challenge smartly.
Yeah, you saw that slap there from Sarr, the reach.
But the tee does still stand, which is unfortunate because obviously the play was called incorrectly, but it's he yaks it up there with former teammate Cam Whitmore. So you got Trey Johnson on the line. He's like 92%. He's no longer 92%.
See you, big fella.
Hey. Giannis was like 6 for 6 at the line going into that sequence at the end of the game where he missed 2 straight. That was part of that Rockets comeback bid. Where's my bonus?
Some of your best work. Wow,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant coming back.
Yeah. And so Jabari, and these are the free throws for the proximate foul. Now, calling all dog lovers, the Houston Rockets will be having their 13th annual dog walk presented by Tito's at Herman Park on Sunday, November the 23rd. Head to rockets.com/the dog walk. Get ready for you and your pet today. Durant back in. Reed Shepard has been awesome. Goes out. Giannis 6 for 6, and then he ended up 9 of 14, so at 3 for his last 8 at the free throw line. And those two initial 2 misses were all part of that wild comeback where things really flipped back in Houston's favor.
I mean, it's not quite your Cleveland game, big fella.
Oh, I was awesome, Nick. Yeah, for sure.
But that
was the game here at Toyota Center, right? Because the Rockets 2 wins last year against the Cavs were crazy. Both of them.
Atari fouled.
Yeah. No, that might was it Darius? I got Darius Garland. Yeah, that might have been the best work of my career. Speaking of Cleveland, the Rockets.
Garland hadn't been the same like that.
He's hurt. Yeah, he's now hurt. Rockets will be in Cleveland next week. After basically spending the last 2 weeks on the road, the Rockets are having an opportunity, at least for the time being, to be at home. Although there's still a lot of road games coming up. It will all even itself out. Rockets, though, with a very unusual schedule with all these multi-day days off in between games. They have yet to play a back-to-back. It's very strange. Durant to Jabari, picked it up, and that was not a great possession. And it resulted in a shot clock violation.
Yeah, need to throw that pass overhead or chest pass. Bounce pass is a little tough there unless if he had a layup.
Yeah, the schedule. I don't remember a schedule like this where you have so many days off to start the season. No back. The Rockets aren't even going to play back-to-back after Thanksgiving. Poked away by Shepard. Back out there and then ties up George. They're going to have a jump ball. Again, fantastic work defensively for Reed Shepard. But the Rockets aren't going to play back-to-back until after Thanksgiving when they play the Jazz twice in a row in Salt Lake City. That's not even a real back-to-back.
Counts. It's a back-to-back.
No, you know what?
You play, your body's going to be tired.
I know, but where things get difficult is when you have to travel. Now, you don't
100%.
Both teams are going to be in that situation.
Yeah, but it's still tiring.
Very, very odd scheduling start. Rockets are going to take on the Blazers in their second cup game on Friday. There may or may not be a Blazer or two who won't be available in that game because of a little bit of a brouhaha in New Orleans.
What?
Brouhaha. Thompson to Jabari. Corner 3.
Starting to see the gang rebounding from the Wizards.
Yeah, they've been much better on the glass in the second half after getting embarrassed on the glass in the first half. But this Rockets team coming into this game had scored more points through their first 9 games of the season than any Rockets team in franchise history. The Rockets are looking for their 4th straight game of 128 or more. Ooh, way off.
Vanessa doesn't look like a Mia, does she?
No. Rockets also defensively trending in the right direction. After allowing about 118 a game, they're now giving up just under 110 in their last 5. So the offense is still clicking and the defense is improving. That's positive.
I think Jabari can take one more dribble to get a little closer and create more contact.
If the Rockets could shoot 54% or better tonight, they're currently at 52.8. It'll be a new franchise record where they're shooting 54% or better in 4 straight games. That's never happened before. Şengün for 3. And he tickles the twine. His second, the Rockets 15th. Blue hot from 3. Doesn't sound right, but something will stick with you.
Stay with White. You can stay with White.
White hot. 15 of 31 shooting from 3 for the Rockets, the best 3-point shooting team in the league. Timeout. They're up 22 to 3, 21 to go.
There we go. We're going to keep that energy going. I see you, LaWanda. Let's go. Rockets fans, make some noise for yourselves. That's a dance cam, y'all.
It's upcoming schedule here presented by Kaplan Sinus Relief. Another cup game. Rockets wanting cup play. The Blazers in town on Friday. The Magic in town on Sunday. 2 more days off. Then a road game in Cleveland. Another cup game against Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets on the 21st. And then back out on the road.
Good to see Aaron Holiday, J.D. Davison, Jeff Green, getting some burn.
Vukcevic. Davison tapped it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it back to the Rockets. You mentioned Jeff Green out of Northwestern High School in Hyattsville, was born in Cheverly, Maryland. Played 77 games for the Wizards back during the 2018-2019 season.
Georgetown College.
He had a 39-point game at Washington back in January of 2014, the second highest scoring game of his career. Johnson, 3. His 4th. He's got 12. Had a really good year at Texas. He's got to a good NBA start as a rookie. Holiday, Tate to Holiday. Never shot. Maya. That shot was air-nailed by Justin Champagny. His brother, Julian, for the Spurs, played everything. I know I'm off on that one. Are we just going to be left hanging until we guess? Or is this something that's going to be, or is there going to be a big reveal?
She just tuned us out.
Not true. I never tune my guys out. Maybe this is this year's Mechanical Bull.
Okay.
Melody.
Guess your middle name?
Melody.
Good guess, but no. Also very 90s.
We know your music taste. That's why we're going 90s.
I know it's not Marigold.
Our producer is pointing out that Monica would be 90s. Yeah, for a lot of reasons, Monica would be 90s.
Yep, touche. Davison for 3.
Margot Richardson. Guess not.
It's not Margot.
Monica? No, we said Monica already, right?
Yeah. All right, let's take this word here momentarily to think about it. Word from Dairy Queen.
Sauced and tossed chicken strips at DQ in new sweet chili or honey barbecue.
Myra.
Not Myra, but good guess.
That must be close.
She said good guess about 5 or 6 times. I don't know if that really carries a whole lot of weight at this point.
I don't think I ever would have guessed Kidwood.
Marlene? No, that's a unique one.
You think my parents hated me?
Well, no, you could have had a great aunt or a great grandmother.
So that means, it's a good one,
All right, this is history. Listen up, people. This is history. You want to watch the Rockets on the go? Space City Home Network has launched a new TV Everywhere app. Download the SCHN app on your iOS or Android device, or go directly to spacecityhn.com to watch the games from your computer. Streaming Rockets games, people. Games will be available to those viewers who subscribe to a cable, satellite, or streaming provider that carries Space City Home Network. Don't see your provider? We'll keep checking as more are being added. It's never been easier to watch Space City Home Network. Streaming, people. Streaming. You've asked, we've delivered. Just like Jeff Green.
And what a year to watch the Rockets. So everybody should be getting that app and signing up.
I'm feverishly looking at websites with girls' names on them.
Well, it must be a good name because she says, you think her parents hate her. I think that's a clue. We already said Mariah, right?
Margot.
I said Margot.
Oh, you said Margot?
Yeah.
McKenna.
Mallory.
It is not either one of them.
All right. Well.
Shout out to Margot Robbie, though.
Madison.
There you go, yeah.
No, Madison.
JD Davison. Tough shot along the baseline. Take offensive rebound. All right, I guess this will be a running theme. There will be no payoff tonight.
Unbelievable.
Shot clock to 12.
May.
Not May. Somebody on Rockets Twitter guessed that.
Did we guess
It's not Marie. It's not Martha.
Martha.
It's not Madeline.
Not Madeline.
Marley. Marley.
I think you're looking at the same website.
Do you guys really have the websites pulled up?
Maybe.
Yeah. Rockets are just going to take the 24-second shot clock violation. Reminder to stay tuned for the Rockets post-game show presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors with Kevin Eschenfelder and Calvin Murphy. The Rockets will win again. Vanessa hoping to talk to Reed Shepherd. And as soon as this one is over, the Rockets now winners of 7 of 8. The Wizards lose their 10th in a row. The Rockets beat them for the 6th consecutive time. Great balance tonight. Dominant first half and another very high-scoring, hot shooting game for the Houston Rockets as they hung on another big number on the board, 135 in this one, in a 135-112 victory. Reed Shepherd, 5 made threes, season high 21 points, getting better with each and every passing game. Rockets had 3 guys finish with 20.
Into the arts, the K to the triple I. Yeah, we gon' party, 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 yeah.
Two freebies here for Gafford. Mavericks had a couple of early three-point play free throws, and they missed their first 2 free throws in the game. They had made 9 in a row until that miss by Gafford, who's appearing in his 7th game of the season tonight. And they're still managing his minutes. His average per game is 20. 8.5 points, 5 rebounds per game this year for Gafford. 27-year-old in his 7th season in the NBA after playing 2 years collegiately at Arkansas. $36.8 left in the third quarter. Gafford is a point away from a double-figure scoring night. Colin Gillespie keeps a live dribble. And now, he was going to need a visa to catch that one. Ball went out of bounds off Dallas. 8 on the shot clock and 21 seconds left here in the third.
You know who could have caught that?
Brandon Wright.
You already.
The helicopter.
Yeah, you already knew.
Harp gave him a great nickname, the helicopter. That was good. Devin Booker. 8 assists, 18 points for Book tonight. And their other starting DB, Dylan Brooks, has 18 points as well. Good find by Russell. And D'Lo's pass leads to string music for Marshall. A one-handed 60-footer is missed, and we go to the fourth. Phoenix with a double-digit lead over the Mavericks here on Mavs TV. Stay tuned for the last 12.
By your team 19 step, that's our cup/speed line. Hey, fans, it's time for the Chili's Cheese Bowl Challenge. What's up, Ivy?
Sean, Mavs fans. Okay, so I've got the red team over here, green team over here. Here's what they have to do. They have to throw on these costumes, dribble through the obstacles, make layups on both ends of the court, and finally run back to me at center court. Winner walks away with a $1,000 gift card to Chili's. Are y'all ready? You ready? Listen up for DJ Shippy's cue.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, costumes are on. It seems like we got some dribbling action. Red team is off to a head start. Who y'all got, Mavs fans? Red team or green team? Who we got? Okay, layups gotta be made at both ends of the court. No double dribbling, y'all. We're watching. We still gotta play basketball now. Hold on. Use the backboard. Okay, the green team is on their way down to the other side. Looks like they might close this out. What y'all think, Mavs fans? Make some noise. We gotta make layups, and then you gotta remember to run to me. Run to me. Run to me. Oh, okay, don't run through me. Run to me, okay? Red team, congratulations. Y'all taking to the Chili's with that $1,000 gift card. It's okay, green team. We're hooking you up with a $100 gift card. Make some noise for it, Mavs fans. Cheese Pool Challenge. Congrats.
Tonight's Frankel and Frankel, 3 things to know. P.J. Washington left this game in the first quarter with a shoulder strain, and bad things started happening for Dallas at that point. Suns began the game 3 of 11 on threes, but they have cooked in the last 2 quarters, 9 of 18. Dallas has some paint protection in this game with 8 blocks compared to only 2 for the Suns. I thought Dallas had a great game plan put together by Jason Kidd, Frank Vogel, etc. on Monday night. And Jay noted before the game tonight that the game plan would have to be completely different. They walled off the paint effectively on Monday, but they were going to be tested on the perimeter because of the frequency and effectiveness of how Phoenix shoots threes. And they haven't been able to contain that tonight.
And it hasn't really even been Devin Booker. He's 0 for 2. It's been the Grayson Allens and the Jordan Goodwins and Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
have done the damage.
For Dallas tonight, Klay Thompson now has a season high in scoring. With that made 3, he's got 13 points.
It's only 13, but there just needs to be a lot more defensive pressure right now. Phoenix started the quarter with a little
and here's the giant killer tip by Grayson Allen, and the ball's gone out of bounds, and it's Dallas ball. Nate Green makes the call. You know, to my point about the game on Monday, I just love the game plan put together and the execution. Milwaukee went into that game, guys, shooting 64% in the paint, and Dallas was determined to wall off the paint. Milwaukee only shot 54% in the paint in that game. Party's on. He hits a corner 3, and with 11 minutes to go, it's a 10-point game.
It's a little momentum.
Ryan Dunn sets a screen. It completely took out Jaden Hardy, and a foul on D'Lo on a drive by Colin Gillespie.
Let him play. That's weak.
About that one.
That's weak, man.
.48 left as Gillespie goes to the free throw line. Gillespie, yet another one of those players who has turned a 2-way contract into a rotation role with the team. Was on a 2-way deal with Denver and then with Phoenix. He's in his third year, and this year he's a 24-minute-a-game player for them off the bench, averaging 11 points. Well, there was a 1 of 2 on the line for Gillespie, and then a lost ball for Dallas.
Hart has to catch and convert.
And it's Oso Iguodala who runs the floor and receives a pass rim side to finish.
That's not a hard pass to catch and convert.
No, it's not. Ryan Dunn up on D'Lo. Foul is called. First in the quarter on Phoenix. And that good defensive game plan and execution the other night by Dallas, that was not a one-off for the Mavs. They went into play tonight, guys, third in the NBA in defensive rating.
Keeps getting better as the year's gone on.
Giving up 110 points for 100 possessions.
Now tonight's not working out that way.
Contested corner three. Wow, D'Lo.
Tough shot.
Real tough.
Nothing easy peasy about it at all. And stepping into a quick three and a response immediately by Phoenix's Grayson Allen. Off a 42-point performance on Monday night.
Speaking on the defensive effectiveness that we saw against Milwaukee, you see D'Lo taking. I feel like what we've seen with this Phoenix team is they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen just comes out after a made basket, just a simple up screen up to a wide open shot.
No,
you must
right.
take things away, pick these guys up, make them fearless, and they're just running their offense too comfortable right now.
And Allen again, and a more difficult three, but he still drills it. 9:33 left in the game. It's a Dallas timeout with the Phoenix lead back to 106-90, 16 points.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Basketball on Mavs TV is brought to you by your North Texas area Chevy dealers. Great to have you tuned in for the action tonight. 9:33 left in the fourth quarter. If you're just tuning in, we're going to show you a play from the first quarter. If you're watching then, you remember that the game unfortunately turned for a number of reasons, one of which felt like it was P.J. Washington going out of the game. Here's a play where he puts the ball down. A little coming together, Devin, with Dylan Brooks. And then things were not right with the left shoulder in the aftermath.
And you could tell just the way, not moving that shoulder on the way out, definitely bothering him at that point. Just looks like he took a hit on that just the wrong way.
Yeah.
Mavericks playing 48 hours in an NBA Cup game.
Second group stage game, they will play the Los Angeles Clippers. Back-to-back Friday night home cup games against the Clippers and then the Pelicans before completing the group stage at the Lakers on the Friday after Thanksgiving. You can see the gravity there of Klay Thompson. Phoenix was certainly wise to the possibility of him shooting a three off a screen. So then he dumps it off to Gafford, headed to the basket, and a foul.
It's interesting how NBA teams and scouts and coaches who prepare game plans, when you got someone like Klay Thompson, you don't look at his current season percentage, do you?
No, he's always a guy and a capable shooter that could pretty much get hot at any moment. So he's always going to get that attention, especially coming off screens.
Ball into Gafford. Brandon Williams back in. And here's Gafford putting it down. Look at the big fella make a move to the cup.
He was getting pressured away out there, so he did what a guard's supposed to do.
And now Iguodala tries to dribble it all the way to the basket and finish with authority, and he missed the dunk. Wow. And then this is what a guard is supposed to do. Brandon Williams, he shifts it into overdrive.
Turning 19 years old, only LeBron James and Tracy McGrady have had games at least 15 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists. Second game of the year against Washington. Coop had 18 points in that game. He had 5 boards and he had 6 dimes. And now here's Coop in transition. Wow, I have not seen a missed dunk bounce quite like that before. That almost went into orbit off the miss. And then came down off the top of the backboard, not out of play, but the Suns came away with it. Jordan Goodwin pulls up. The window's still open. No window right now for Klay Thompson. Gafford's got a small on him and converts. Closes the trap on the mouse in the house and forces Phoenix into a timeout.
Mouse in the house, small baby, put him in the basket.
Then make some noise for the Who Crew. Caught a
Sports TV is brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. By SoftTech, software engineering that delivers. And by Progressive Insurance, 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle.
Welcome back to American Airlines Center, celebrating 45 seasons of Dallas Mavericks basketball, the 45th anniversary season with the 4th of the 13 Hardwood Classic games this year. The Mavericks offense has looked very crisp here in the fourth quarter. 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from downtown. They're out rebounding Phoenix by a +3. All of that, however, has only produced a 2-point gain on the scoreboard.
The fourth quarters have been a problem for this Mavs team, so it's good to see them get off to a strong start, but
yeah,
it's got to start on this end of the floor.
No, that's a great point. Yeah. Fourth quarter offense has been a thing, lack thereof. And this is a stop for Dallas because of the miscue by Phoenix.
Did he step out, or was that a carry?
Stepped out.
Stepped out, gotcha.
Let's go. I think it was on the sideline, not the baseline. Yep.
Fouls called on Phoenix. A moment ago, you just saw Jordan Ott in his first year as head coach of the Suns. An assistant with Cleveland last year. Before that, the Lakers. Before that, the Nets. 7:12 remaining. Phoenix is now at 14 fouls in the quarter. That could certainly be a lifeline thrown out in the water for Dallas. And a late decision as he was on the way down to pass it. Brandon Williams finds Gabbard, who was on the way up to dunk it.
Sometimes when you're that patient, you get a 3-second call, but he pulled it off.
Loose with the dribble, Devin Booker. Got it back, and he's focused looking for a shot here. He's got 8 dimes tonight, but that was one of those times when Booker wanted to take it inside and draw the foul. Well, Brandon Williams, 7th assist of the game.
It's a simple play of just finding gap underneath the basket, staying patient, utilizes the shot fake, go for the uncontested slam.
Lvl has filled up the stat sheet tonight, 13 points. He's got 5 boards. He has 7 assists as well.
A superior smooth taste, worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
And Williams also has 3 steals. Mentioned on Monday that going into Monday's game, now he moved out of that spot with only 1 steal on Monday, but he was leading the NBA in steals for 100 possessions. Yeah, slings it over to Clay for 3. Nice. Well, there is the crossing of the threshold.
On another Lvl assist.
Into single digits. Now, could Dallas keep Booker out of the paint? He makes a late decision to go to Dillon Brooks, and he misses the bunny. Klay Thompson calling for it. Christie's got a lot of assists tonight. He's got a career high, as a matter of fact, with 7. Left it for Klay. And Klay gonna jab step and drive. Over to Max Christie. Turns down an outside shot. Klay's not gonna turn down this outside shot. But he misses on the corner 3. A chance to make it 6. With under 6 to play, they can still score. Turnover was forced. Here's an alley-oop. Who can't catch it? Ball's out of bounds off Booker.
Dillon Brooks knew that was coming, man. He baited that really well.
Yes, he did. Good hands there by Gaff.
But hey, good energy here, man. The defense has really got it going.
The alley-oop certainly would have electrified the crowd, but they still have a chance for something positive to happen here. Plenty of time. Into Klay for 3. 2 empty possessions with the game at 9 points. And you had a real chance to start putting some scoreboard pressure on Phoenix. Booker. They dug out the loose ball and then a reach and a foul. Calls on Coop.
Picking up the scrappiness, aggressive level is there defensively. Let's turn those into stops.
Let these boys play.
Ball into Mark Williams. Right back to Booker, looking for the alley-oop.
That was serious.
That was a most serious finish.
I don't even think he looked at the rim.
Mark Williams, averaging 12 points and 9 rebounds a game this year. Now Coop attacking. Mark Williams with that reverse alley-oop finish a moment ago joins the rest of the other 4 starters for Phoenix now in double figures. He's got 10.
Late rotation by B. Will. Got to be able to bump that cutter earlier to prevent those lob situations.
Yeah. Should be noted, by the way, Mavs will be in the penalty for the remainder of this game.
Raptors. Bluffing the deep three. Grayson Allen takes off the line. And Grayson Allen is headed to the charity stripe. Moussa Cisse just fouled out. But before he fouled out,
sending it away. Nice finish with Chrissy, but Cisse has been a problem in the middle of the floor. They keep trying him, and he keeps sending them packing.
He's not a sample.
Not a sample.
Unfortunately, Moose fouls out.
Look at those numbers in just 15 minutes. 6 fouls, 9 rebounds.
And 4 block shots.
That is a lot of activity for that dude.
He came to training camp on a make-good contract. He did not have a standard contract. He did not have a two-way contract. It was a training camp invite, and you can battle it out for the last open two-way spot. He earned it, and now he is making his presence felt. Grayson Allen, 82% this year, went to the line and split. This is a 5-point game. It was a great start tonight for Dallas, looking for a great finish. Oh, step out of bounds. Kevin Scott looked like he had a good perspective on it and pointed right to the baseline.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Fancy finish by B. Will, but wipe it off the board. 20 turnovers now. Oh, it's a backbreaker. Booker pulls up for mid-range J. Dallas only 6 turnovers in the first half. They've had 14 in the second half. Dallas another stop. They are still tethered to the Suns in this game. Small driving on a big and making it happen with the giant killer Speedwell. Gentlemen, this thing is now within 1 shot for Dallas. The crowd wants more defense. Defense has been rising to the occasion here late in the game. Looking to keep Grayson Allen out of the paint. He stops. He shoots. It sure is. Scored for Allen.
Good call.
We gotta take a look at it.
It looked like it in real time too, though.
Well, now you have the computerized angles, the NBA court IQ, all of the player tracking cameras that are placed in arenas now allow you to have an AI camera determined look at the flight of the ball to determine whether or not you got it before the apex or whether it was on the way down. We saw one spectacular block tonight right at the apex, for example, by Cooper. That was against, I think it was Booker, as a matter of fact, wasn't it?
I believe so. Driving right.
Well, Skin, you said it felt like it in real time, and Devin, you concur. And
After review, replay official confirms the defender touched the ball on its downward flight. Therefore, it is goaltending. There'll be no subs allowed into the game.
Yes, this goaltending is not a dead ball. Even though there was a replay there, a goaltending violation by rule is not a dead ball.
I do like, the goaltending happened. I do like for the Mavericks that they got to regroup there and not use their final timeout. Leave that one timeout.
Yes, have one left.
It's a nice regroup because, as we know, B. Will's a young player kind of running this. They got to figure out what they want to do here. It's such a crucial possession.
You do bring up a good point about B. Will and his youth. Just a couple of games ago, he crossed having played a season's worth of games. 85 games in B. Will's career, including tonight. Williams got in rhythm with a 3. It's blocked by Mark Williams. It almost fell for Gafford, but it's Phoenix who comes away with it. there's still some hope, but a lot of things will need to fall in Dallas' direction now. They must get a stop. Phoenix is going to use that clock as their sixth man. Booker driving kick quickly for Grayson Allen. Rebound by Gaff. No. 15 points and 9 rebounds tonight for Gafford. And Brandon Williams will go. Defense swarm Clay. Coop shot fake. Stays behind the line, but missed on the corner heave. And then a left hand slap out of bounds by Brandon Williams. It is still Phoenix ball. Royce O'Neal going in, and Ryan Dunn goes out. More reliable free throw shooter. A call, a timeout call that is to
Dallas
challenge.
has called timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds ruling.
Well, this is interesting. Dallas has used one challenge successfully tonight.
One of those challenges, what do you have to lose?
Sure. 31.5 left. This certainly would change the calculus of the last 31 seconds if you win the challenge and then score quickly. I got to be honest, I couldn't tell there.
Yeah. Well, that's enough to overturn it.
So as you watch here, and look, this is part of the reason why that these are not referee-initiated replays in the last 2 minutes. Out of bounds. When you look in the last 2 minutes, it has to be a challenge.
Well, maybe touched it with the pinky.
See, I think, for the duration of basketball before instant replay, when someone knocked it out of bounds like that, it's out of bounds.
Automatic, and then yeah.
And it's not like, micro engagement of the ball with one of the offensive player's fingers. And I think the feeling was that the spirit of what the rule used to be is kind of what the league wanted. And so that's why these plays have gone to this challenge situation in the last 2 minutes as the only time, rather than referee-initiated reviews on these out-of-bounds plays. So is it off Brooks' pinky?
I got to think they're really taking a hard look at it. I mean, if it was as easy as cut, it'd be a quick challenge, sure, maybe moving on. But they're really taking a look, so some possibility.
The longer it goes, you would surmise the better the chances. But you've got to have a clean look. Well, this is a real opportunity for Dallas to keep the boat afloat. So is it still on B-Will's hands at that? See, and again, you remember, you got to have something conclusive here. And I think, the vast majority of times, because of the number of cameras and the great camera work that exists, not just on our telecast, but across all NBA arenas and all broadcast crews, you don't have too many situations where you have an inconclusive review. But this one's, and look, there's good looks at it. It's still just tough to tell. Well, the last person on the headset is the crew chief, Scott. You got to get timing worked out in these situations, but of course, the most important thing is, what is the ruling going to be?
After review, the replay official has no clear and conclusive evidence to overturn the call on the floor. Therefore, the call stands as Phoenix ball. The game clock will be reset to 31.7, and the challenge is unsuccessful.
Talk about microseconds there.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it certainly looked like there could be a case, but it also legit looks like that there's just no real conclusive evidence. Dallas pressure the inbounds pass, and they force the Suns into a timeout with 31.7 left.
live life, don't let it live you. I'm drinking out the bottle, get loose, hanging with supermodels, get loose, feel like I hit the lotto. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm 1+1, I'm too strong. If you ain't about money, then get gone. I wanna wild out all night long. You wanna ride out, then get on. I'd hate me too if I were you. And when it comes to billions, I'll take two. It's only one life, you don't.
Welcome back to American Airlines Center. Last year, Dallas went 1-3 in 4 games against Phoenix. They're scheduled to play them 3 times this year. This is the only time Phoenix will be here at Dallas. The Mavs play out in the Valley of the Sun on February 10th and very late in the season, April 8th. Phoenix has a 5-point lead. They trap Grayson Allen, trying to force a miscue. Now Colin Gillespie has it. He's trapped. And after Dallas with a couple of opportunities to try and force a miscue, ultimately a foul will send Phoenix to the line. Grayson Allen. The Suns are the best fourth quarter free throw shooting team in the NBA at 85% and change this year. They haven't been perfect in the fourth quarter tonight. Allen did miss one on a trip to the line at 114-110. Got to put defense in the game. Ryan Dunn.
That's the case. Switchable lineup, all 5 smalls. Don't want to give up any threes in this situation.
Grayson Allen, Devin Booker, Royce O'Neal, Ryan Dunn, and Dylan Brooks. Phoenix came in here having won 3 in a row and 5 of 6. And 4 in a row and 6 of 7 is quite close at hand for them now. Brandon Williams will give up the easy 2 with the explosive finish by Williams. Ball into Devin Booker. Caught the back shoulder fade, ran it into the front court, and another foul. And as we noted earlier, talking about Phoenix coming in having won 5 of 6, their point differential in those 6 games was a +12. So they're not just winning, they're winning games by large margins. They led big, but the Mavs got up off the mat, as we know they can do. Last year they showed it. They've showed it this year. A lot of fight in this group.
Especially in the fourth quarter, really closing the gap, but just haven't figured out a way to climb that hill. They get there, you just don't make enough plays, like empty possessions.
They come back, they come back to get to the doorstep against Oklahoma City. Actually tied the game with a fourth quarter charge against Houston from down 13. Pulled it within a possession in this game tonight. Both questionable again today. AD has been questionable for the last 3, but has yet to return from his calf strain. And Lively has been questionable for the last 2, but has yet to return from his right knee sprain. Another 48 hours to heal and potentially be in position to play on Friday. Jason Kidd said before the game, AD had a very good workout on the court earlier today.
Everybody's been working to try to get back on the court, but you don't want to rush these type of things. You want these guys to come back healthy.
I mean, you need him. I mean, just need the two-way play that Davis provides, the paint protection and lob threat that Lively provides, and we'll see if that's in the cards for Friday when the Mavericks play an NBA Cup game against the Clippers. They lose the first of their 3 matchups with the Suns tonight. The final score, 123-114 Phoenix. Devin?
Got to give a lot of credit to the fourth quarter and the comeback, but after the strong start in that first quarter, just couldn't put enough stops together. Obviously losing PJ really hurt that momentum, but back to the drawing board, try to figure out how to get a win.
Yeah, we'll see what his injury status is for Friday night's game. He went out tonight with a left shoulder strain. When the Mavericks play on Friday, Mavs Center Court starts our coverage at 7 o'clock, and then it's the Mavs and Clippers in Dallas' second NBA Cup game at 7:30. For Devin Harris, Jeff Skin-Wade, and Leslie McCaslin, and our whole crew at American Airlines Center, I'm Mark Followell. Mavs Center Court with Dana Larson and Derek Harper begins after a brief break. Thank you, as always, for watching Mavs TV, your home for Dallas Mavericks basketball.
Yeah. Chunk. Bora, M to the R to the K to the triple I. Yeah, we gon' party, party, party up. Swinging from the damn bottles, we gon' party up. Don't need to worry about the lines, cause we party up. Just say my name and get drunk, we party up. We always turn it up, cause let's go. Every day is a day, we be on the day, turn the day, we be on the day, turn the day.
But everybody here in the arena tonight. So, this how it's gonna work. 30 seconds on the clock. Rumble the Bison is gonna pass this taco down, row in, all the way from 309 to 310 and back. If they can do so in 30 seconds, everybody here at the Paycom Center is winning free tacos. Are you ready? Row in, are you ready? Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Wait, Rumble. That's not fair. All right. Don't drop the taco. They got it over to 310. All the way down. And back, and back. Here we go. Can they do it? Little time. Oh, no. I don't know if they can do it. 5, 4. Yes! Yes!
And this call under review is brought to you by Pella of Oklahoma, official window and door partner of the OKC Thunder. And the Thunder still in the huddle right now, but the call, Michael, was overturned. The challenge successful for Mark Daignault. And Tony Brothers gave the explanation over the break that the contact was initiated here by Reeves, and therefore it should not have been called a defensive foul. And the contact was really just with a ball in Holmgren's elbow.
And, you know, you see Chet was the one who would look right at Mark and say, hey, I think we got a chance on this. And Mark certainly agreed with him, challenged it, and now the Thunder won. They will get charged a timeout, but because it was a mandatory timeout, they did win the challenge and the possession.
I got to tell you, when Chet is as convinced as that, he's usually pretty right. And now he's going to commit the foul on the other end. Marcus Smart's going to go to the free throw line after the Thunder turnover. 5 turnovers for OKC here in the third quarter. Chet's a little upset with himself, as Smart's going to go to the free throw line. Marcus Smart finally healthy. He was not healthy the last 2 years. Played just 20 games in 2024, 34 games in 2025. And kind of had a stint with the Memphis Grizzlies that wasn't all that memorable after being with the Boston Celtics. But now trying to rejuvenate his career with LA.
Well, he's still a terrific defender as well. So, talked about in that first half, 7 steals a couple of nights ago for the Lakers. And he's a well-traveled man, but still got a lot of basketball left in him.
Boy, the connection right now between SGA and Hartenstein, Michael, it is really starting to glow.
Well, you know, Hubie Brown, a great Hall of Fame coach, once said that the pick and roll is one of the hardest things to guard because there's so many options from that high pick and roll. Pick and pop, you can slip, and you can pick and roll as well.
How about Cason Wallace getting around that screen of DeAndre Ayton, but that is just a good offensive move by Doncic, who up to this point, Michael, has been very inefficient. He's 5 out of 15. Tough shot for SGA on the step back, not going to get it. And they get a loose ball foul. The Thunder, again, are piling up fouls.
Take a look at this. High pick and roll, he slips. Every time he goes all the way to the basket, Lakers late getting there. Wide open dunk. You know, you can, pick and you got, and it depends also who's in there. Chet's a pick and pop guy. He's also a pick and roll guy, too. So he's even more lethal in those situations.
That time, Doncic, his slip pass was off the mark. Hartenstein putting it on the deck, going at Ayton, the turnaround, left-handed, no good. The Lakers, Michael, have 49 points midway through this third quarter, but the Thunder
are committing too many fouls. Joe, the latest. You got Wallace with 3, Holmgren with 4. But it's putting the Lakers to the line for the rest of the quarter. And now a quick word from the Oklahoma Ford dealers.
Visit your local Oklahoma Ford dealer today. Ford is built for Oklahoma.
As Smart goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. SGA on the big man, DeAndre Ayton. Working inside, creates a little bit of space, and that's almost automatic. You just undress the defense. Doncic, heavy spin on that 3. Out of bounds, no good.
And the footwork by SGA has to be really highlighted a lot of times, folks. He is so good at his footwork. On any defender.
It's time to kick. Mitchell misfires from deep. SGA 7 more assists tonight, Michael. On top of the 11 that he had last night. That's going to be an offensive foul on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he leaned into it on that time. For the official. That's a nice physical screen. Take a look at that. He's still moving. Gotta allow that guy room to turn around. He took one for the team on that one. Newton coming over from Portland via free agency.
Got bought out by the Blazers. Never really seemed like he was all that interested in being up in Portland. And DeAndre Ayton's gonna have to take a seat as Jackson Hayes comes in. The Lakers desperate last year for some size in the interior. Shea, the kick out. Got it right back. Now he wants to drive, cuts inside. It's Cason Wallace. How about Jay Will? Offensive rebound, the no-look pass, and then full elevation at the rim.
How about Shea starting that play that continued to get better as that ball was moving from one player to another? My goodness.
Just an incredible sequence there as SGA able to knock it away from Hayes. And we get a transition foul on Isaiah Joe.
Man, that was so nice. We're going to show it to you twice, folks. Started with that guy right here.
Number 36, Marcus Smart.
Tip that ball over to Jay Will. No look pass. That's what you have to do when you're in traffic, folks. We call that a flush. Just flush it. Could have been an and one, too. Smart came late into the body of Wallace.
Just so incredibly impressed, Michael, with the passing ability of the Thunder big men. And we've seen it. I mean, it's nothing new. Jay Will, he's been a good passer his entire career. Hartenstein. These guys can flat out dish the basketball. SGA got it up top. Mitchell dumps it off. Ball fake and a foul. Cason Wallace will now go to the free throw line.
Did a good job of waiting for the flyby from Jackson Hayes. He's a high riser. He goes up right away. That shot gets blocked. He knew he was coming. But how about A.J. Mitchell showing a whole lot of confidence? Under 5 seconds, he could have taken that 3. He drives to the lane, dishes it off to this guy. He's got free throws. We're talking about a second-year man from UC Santa Barbara, folks. Just playing like a savvy veteran in his sophomore season.
Let's check in with Nick.
The guys, Cason Wallace here at the line after that explosive dunk. He's one of these guys that he always gets a thumbs up from the Thunder bench whenever he throws down a jam. You'll see sometimes those guys, they rib each other a little bit if the dunk isn't top tier. But that never happens to Cason. He is so explosive. We've seen that both with the right-handed dunks, the two-handed dunks, and even those left-handed dunks, which I know Michael really loves. But I was talking to Alex Caruso a couple days ago, and he said it's scary how much Cason Wallace can still improve given the level of production, given the level of impact he's able to make already in just his 3rd season in the NBA. So a guy like Caruso who knows a thing or two about that consistent gradual improvement still sees high for Cason Wallace.
Well, there's Cason with some textbook defense. And as I think we're going to get a technical here on Doncic.
A little bit of frustration setting in for the Lakers as they have been trailing the Thunder massively for most of this game. And after a while, it just kind of gets to you, folks. But, you know, what Gallo was talking about, you know, with Case, and, you know, he's one of those guys who's quiet, but he's got a big game out there on the floor. You know, he doesn't really say a whole lot, but he's got, you know, when he makes an expression, he's got that congenial smile. But he's a defense-first guy.
SGA tied up, and more free throws. He will go to the free throw line where he just was and missed that technical. Reeves picks up number 3 with 4:20 left to go here in the third.
Wallace is also one of those top steals guy in the association. I tell you, he got some terrific experience in that playoff run for the Thunder all the way to the championship.
It wasn't just last year, too. You got to think 2 years ago, he was a big part of the rotation in the first 2 rounds against New Orleans and Dallas. He got a ton of run, and he's one of those cerebral guys, Michael, and he's getting the top assignment here the last 2 nights with Lou Dort being out. Going up against Curry, going up against Doncic, and he has been shadowing Doncic all night long.
How about on Sunday night with John Moran?
Playing good defense, and then just at the last moment, picks up the personal foul.
You know, to really add to what the resume of Casey Wallace and what he's able to do, guarding these terrific one-on-one scores. You know, last night, Steph Curry. Tonight, Steph Curry had 46 points in San Antonio. Going to come back from behind win. Who the Thunder played in this same building 24 hours ago.
Quite the contrast last night. He had 11 points, which was a season low, and just 1 3.
Well, that's how good he is, and that's how good that defense was last night by Casey Wallace on him. He dropped a 46 piece down in San Antonio.
And so far, Doncic, a very ineffective 5 out of 17. SGA again, the burst, and what a move as he glides through the air for the reverse. Timeout, Lakers. And the lead has only grown here in this third quarter.
We want to take a moment to spotlight our small business partner, Don Atlas Hospitality, who specialize in large-scale premium event hosting. We'd like to thank Don Atlas Hospitality for being a valued member of the LA Clippers Small Business Partner 2025-26 program, operated by 11 Sports Media.
One of the big differences this year for Aaron Gordon is this right here. Mentioned 10 3-pointers on opening night, a very high volume for him. 5 threes attempted a game. It's the second highest in his career.
And it's not the spot up. That was coming off a screen. Okay, you can see if he was just spot up and knocked it in, but to be able to do that, you're talking about the ultimate confidence. You know, career 33.4% three-point shooter, but has extreme amount of love for that in his game right now. Tough.
Turnover coming out of the timeout. Hardaway Jr. glides to the rack, misses. Clippers dodge a bullet there. The good news, that run of the youngsters gave these guys a little bit more time on the bench. Zoo, the tap up. Oh, the third time the charm for Zoo. It's 54-48 coming up on the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter.
And keep in mind, this is a top 2 defensive team with the Nuggets. So the Clippers holding well against them, and Zoo doesn't like that call right there. Look at Zoo. Seal yourself inside 1, 2. Out quick Aaron Gordon. Barely hear that part to the jump, but Zoo able to get inside.
I am legally obligated, Jim, to tell you that Nikola Jokic is 7 for 7 from the free throw line tonight.
I mean, but when you're the best player in the world, you just don't miss free throws.
Quick word from Grey Goose.
You fall in love, sing boom, the sky up above.
It's impossible.
Denver hasn't missed as a team.
No, I'm just saying. They still haven't missed as a team.
I'm new to the game of basketball, Jim. Help me out. This Nikola Jokic guy has 27 points in 14 minutes.
Yeah, and you know, that's a career high for him, too, 25 in that first quarter. I'm going to give you something else, because you like stats. You like, good stuff. I'm going to give you something after this possession.
Jones barges into the paint, finds Dunn on the wing for 3. Straight, but offline at the end, maybe? Like a little hook shot from here. Like a draw in golf as Gordon comes back the other way. Bouncing into Zoo. Nope. Follows his miss and taps it in.
Too easy. Yeah, I mean, that time Aaron Gordon was able to take it coast to coast, get in the middle, attract 2 players from the Clippers because he was so deep, and then tip it in.
Harden. Oh, it hangs on the iron and trickles in. 14 for Harden. He leads the way for the Clippers. We mentioned it a couple of moments ago. It's Jokic with 27, the game's high watermark. Gordon. Collins fronting Jokic. And the ball is thrown away, and it goes back to the Clippers. 6th turnover here for Denver.
So, Nikola Jokic has 170 triple-doubles. I think he's right around 20 of those were done in less than 30 minutes. I mean, ridiculous. Ridiculous. You got to understand what that means.
Step back for Harden. Zoo doing work on the glass, keeps it alive for Jones. Harden surveys the scene, says, don't mind if I do. Misses on the 3. Jokic the rebound. Jokic singly covered by Zoo. Now, Brown has struggled from 3 this year, so Harden, if he wanted to, could drift over there. This is a rare miss for Jokic. He is 8 of 12 now. Clippers have the rebound, leading by 4, have trailed by as many as 10. Jones weaves his way inside. It rolls through. And Derrick Jones with his second basket. It's 58-52 Clippers.
And the Clippers are really efficient when they play a little faster. Great help side defense. That time by Collins with a chance with numbers here.
Jones in the corner for 3. Clippers as a team 9 for 20. Denver 4 for 13. Jokic deep into the paint, goes up, misses. Rebound back tapped off the glass by Zoo. He wants a whistle on Jokic, not going to get it. Jones back to Zoo. Look out below. Time
timeout. Denver, 2:26 to play in the second.
And an outstanding response from the Clippers. The starters kind of gave back in. So for Denver, they made their run, but the Clips able to settle in, get some defensive stops, and now get out in transition, score the ball. So very, very good response by the Clippers.
Time now for Drive to the Hoop, brought to you by Hyundai.
Well, in transition, this is their secondary break. DJ able to get by Bruce Brown and finish it, and then it was Zoo with outstanding defense, running the court as he always does. And when your big man is fighting against Jokic, you got to reward him and let the big dog eat. And that time, DJ to Zoo for 2.
It's getting very physical between Zoo and Jokic.
Well, here it is, the bump. Zoo gets on the high side. Jokic hooks Zoo, then they're holding, and Zoo wants something, and nothing is there. And I like the official didn't call anything, okay? Because it could have been on Jokic first, it could have been on Zoo, but the official allowed the play to happen. Neither was happy until the end, but Zoo was able to score. Jokic, I said this earlier, Jokic has done a better job this year of kind of letting those calls go and not complaining to the officials. That time, by him staying back, though, that allowed Zoo to be able to complete that fast break.
He did talk about that early in the season. That's a point of emphasis for him to let those whistles go. He doesn't want to be complaining about that as Christian Brown went off the floor with the injury again that we saw happen back in that first quarter. Jokic in the corner, this time from distance, and it's a similar result that we've seen all night long. That's his third 3. He's got 30 with 2 minutes to play in this first half.
But he has 30, but the Clippers are up 5. Because Clippers have done an outstanding job on the others.
But only 2 assists for Jokic, to your point, which is always the problem as he involves everybody, as Chris Dunn lays it up and in, count it, and a foul.
But, you know, I played with Steve Nash, and one of the things that teams would do, especially when you get around the playoffs, okay, if Steve can get 50, 40, whatever, we're not going to double off of him. We're going to protect, you know, the defensive rebound. Where the three-point shooters are at, we're going to be right there so we can close out. That's where the players like a Steve Nash or Jokic will beat you, is those backdoor cuts. Spray open three-point shots in the corner. The next thing you know, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., they're all eating.
Dunn now with his first bucket. It's worth pointing out, Chris Dunn in a game in which the Clippers lost by 3 to Atlanta as Hardaway Jr. misses on the 3. Dunn was a plus 13 in 36 minutes.
He played extremely well in that Atlanta game. Shot the ball defensively. He was there, and James finally gets that call.
You see Spencer Jones getting in here with Brown out with that injury. So Harden will go to the free throw line for a couple.
Jamal Murray sets the check back in. And as well as the Clippers have played, we know this, Brian. Confidence is a huge thing in this league. You really have to protect in the last minute and 30 seconds. Take that momentum and confidence with you. Don't let it slip away this last minute and 30 seconds and give life to this Denver Nuggets team.
Again, the Clippers have trailed by as many as 10. Denver's had a 10-point lead in every game that they have played. They haven't lost since Halloween. Clippers have not won since Halloween. And they head out on the road for 11 of their next 13 games. That begins on Friday in Dallas. And then it's a back-to-back Boston, Philadelphia, Orlando, Charlotte, Cleveland, and then a game down at Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles. 1:25 to play in this first half. Clippers lead by 10. Jokic a 3. It's good again. It's just a virtuoso effort again from Jokic. 33. He makes it look just so easy and effortless as Harden back the other way. Miller on the move. Zoo from the dunker spot. Good play there by Brown. Digging in, knocking it out of bounds. They say last touch by Zoo, and it goes back to Denver.
Well, I thought Brown touched that last, but Zoo knew that Brown was lurking in the middle, but couldn't pick up his dribble in time to save that possession. No, he didn't. Okay. Zoo might have grabbed Brown by the ankle just a little bit. Right there in the calf, Zoo did.
The perimeter defense here by Zoo. Good body control as Aaron Gordon knocks down another three. It's 65-58 to Jim's point. Clippers want to finish strong here and make it 65-61. Harden picked up by Jones. Launches the three. He'll go to the line for three. And a nice 2-for-1 opportunity here for James Harden and the Clippers.
On time and score. And second-year player Spencer Jones got beat off the dribble and picked up a foul in that time. Trying to feel James Harden to keep him close. You got to understand, you got to know who you're guarding, and that's easy money for James to pick up that foul.
Harden was asked about the heavy minutes he's played early on this season. He says that he feels great. Yes, he was under the weather a couple of nights ago, but he feels great with these extended minutes. Makes the first of three. Hey, Clipper fans, go for the ultimate deal in basketball. The ultimate wall pass gets you into all home games for $12 a game. Even better, you'll get 2 free kids passes. Visit clippers.com/thewall to get your pass today. Harden now with 18. Well, look at this guy. He says, yeah, give me the... If it's free, it's for me. Isn't that what you say?
Free, if it's free, it's for me. Give me
a hamburger on Tuesday,
and I'll pay you. Give me a hamburger today. Glad to pay you back on next Tuesday. No, it's if it's free, it's for me. Give me 3. Come on, man.
Harden makes all. I'm glad that we can carry that Popeye reference over one more game. It's 3 games in a row now.
Wimpy. Oh, that's an easy call right there.
Clippers did not have one to give. This will be free throws here for Denver.
And then we talked about James in the extended minutes, and he wants to play. But in that Phoenix game, we saw where he looked tired for a minute there. You know, when the body, you can tell, because they picked him up full court. They made him work for a lot of shots. So as much as he wants to play, if you can steal quality game minutes on the bench, the team is doing well to preserve that, because that just, it adds value over the time of the season, that you're not beating yourself up.
I just got a call from my local senator telling me to remind everybody that they haven't missed a free throw yet.
Trying everything. He went to the political.
How about 25 free throws on both sides of the coin here? Present for 11. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to play in the half. By 5. Harden. Jokic clogs the paint, but James maintains the bounce and not going to get it off. Nevertheless, listen, not a great finish, but so many positive things happening in the first half for the Clippers. Some youngsters showing out tonight. Kobe Sanders, a career 9 points. Jordan Miller, 8 points off the bench. Harden with 19, but the center of attention is on the center spot.
Yeah, both outstanding in the first half. Zoo with the power dunk, and then Jokic showing that range with the clips, with the momentum at half. Up 5.
Yeah. Yes, 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 yeah. Shout into the arts, the K to the triple I. Yeah, we gon' party, party.
Arno City, that's the hype and intensity.
Thunder Basketball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by MidFirst Bank, official currency of Thunder fans. By Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. And by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Thunder going to hit the road, but come celebrate Native American Heritage Night with us. The next Thunder home game, November 19th at 7 p.m. versus the Sacramento Kings. Go OKCThunder.com/buy tickets to claim your seats. That's the first game that OKC will be wearing those City Edition unis, Michael. So the Thunder are going to have to play 2 road games. Going to New Orleans, that should be a jump ball. Marcus Smart getting tied up with Isaiah Joe. Thunder going to Charlotte first, and then to New Orleans, and then we'll come back for that home game. Shea getting a little ice pack on the left shoulder, him and Doncic. The 2 headliners in this one.
We'll come back with those City Edition uniforms, playing the Kings for the second time around.
Oh, Jay Will able to track it down. Fending off. That was a nice play. And the passing continues. Look at it swinging around. Jay Will traveled.
Tonight's fourth quarter replays are brought to you by Homeland.
Almost all the Thunder turnovers have come in the second half. Reeves still out there and connect to a couple 3 to open up the quarter.
He's a terrific 3-point shooter. Just can't leave that guy open.
A.J. Mitchell. Outside Jay Will, looking for one to go down, and he gets one to go down. After a tough shooting night, he's got his first boom.
He's one of those guys that can stretch the floor for you.
Hachimura a little bit flat.
And I say that with respect because Chad's also a floor spacer as well. One of those guys who can pick and pop.
Reeves. Boy, it has not been there for Austin Reeves on the night. He's 0 for 5 from deep. And the Thunder really, Michael, did a great job of just really never letting him get settled at all. Why not make it 2 in a row? Back-to-back booms. And J.J. Redick wants to talk something over. Not sure what.
Your attention to television for tonight's OG&E Power Play of the Game. The tip rebound to Jalen Williams. The no-look bounce pass to Casey Wallace. For the flush. That was tonight's OG&E Power Play of the Game. OG&E, we energize life. And let's also recognize our fans who are here as part of the Thunder Community Ticket Program, presented by OG&E. And thanks to OG&E, 100 fans from schools and nonprofit organizations are receiving an unforgettable experience tonight. To request tickets for your organization, visit OKCThunder.com/community tickets.
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger.
Hey, there's no better place to catch a game than right here at Paycom Center.
Come celebrate with us when the team is back home for Native American Heritage Night on Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m. Head to OKCThunder.com/buy tickets to claim your seats.
On this, folks, it becomes contagious after a while. We've seen several no-look passes, but my goodness, that's definitely a power play there by Jay Will, and the flush by Cason Wallace.
Let's check in with Paris.
Well, Jalen Williams is one of those guys who has contributed heavily for the Thunder to start this season. The Thunder has 67 games lost due to injury this season, which ranks second most in the league. And with a demanding start to the season, the Thunder's had to rely on its depth heavily over the first 12 games, but there hasn't been a massive drop-off in contributions. In fact, the Thunder has 6 players in double figures tonight. Its bench outscoring LA 36-13, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander told me that depth has been really impressive. We've had a lot of guys out of rotation, but it almost feels seamless either way because we could go out there and play the same way regardless of who's on the floor.
That's a testament to this roster, to this system that the Thunder have used, Michael, over the last couple of years. Everybody being able to fit in, even with their individual skill sets. Remember last year at this time, the Thunder didn't have any centers. And more free throws.
And we talked about, Chet and Hartenstein playing more games in the playoffs than they did in the regular season. So, this team is still, working through some things. You still got some key personnel missing, but, these guys have stepped up along with Isaiah Joe, Cason Wallace. That next man mentality has been really pressed into service early in the season. And they've done a good job of handling that as well. Not, some guys are, coming off the bench, and then the very next game they're a starter. You got, everybody chipping in on that. It's really been fun to watch that develop. Still, relatively a young ball club.
A lot of interchangeable parts. Ronnie James in the game. I want a 3 by Vanderbilt. I think, Michael, the most impressive thing about the last 2 nights, when you think about the totality of beating Golden State the way the Thunder beat Golden State, and then beating the Lakers, is that it was just so well played on both ends of the floor. It wasn't just the defense stepping up in the second half and you go on a run. It was, these great passes on the offensive end. You're really getting it done both offensively and defensively.
And 2 different teams' styles of play. Not just the team itself. Golden State trying to get to the 3-point shot, trying to play up and down. The Lakers trying to get to the paint. And, you do a great job of getting to the paint yourself. And that's been really the story tonight for the Thunder. They got a 44-28 advantage in the paint.
Well, Isaiah Joe looking for a little bit more from behind the 3-point line. Not going to get it there. See what Bronny does. Kick out, LaRavia. And a back tap. He's got a second chance. No good. And the poke away. It looked like Maxi Kleber, former Dallas Maverick, came over in the Doncic trade with Doncic. Carlson from downtown. Well, we were wondering how long J.J. Redick was going to stick with his starters in this game. Starters no longer in the game. It's LaRavia, Vanderbilt connect, James Kleber, and for Mark Daigneault, Barnhizer, Youngblood. Barnhizer, he had the double dip yesterday, Mike.
Absolutely. He's getting a lot of minutes. Got 15 minutes last night.
Well, the Lakers have been futile from three.
Can you play 3 games in 2 days?
I think back to when I was a kid, used to go to those soccer tournaments. Yeah. You'd play 2 on Saturday, and if you advanced, into the consolation game of the championship game, you're playing 2 more on Sunday. You get 4 games in on the weekend.
That's right. Yeah, but you're also 12 years old and not 24.
That's the caveat, right?
But, impressive stretch for the Thunder. Keep in mind, folks, the Thunder played 6 games in 9 days.
Is that what it is?
Wow, 6 games in 9 days. Wow, how about that? That circus shot. By Oost. My goodness. A little kiss off the glass and a little flip over after. But 6 games in 9 days, man, that's max. Remember, the Thunder started that first game in Los Angeles a week ago last night.
Carlson's going to pick up a foul.
They've already played 2 sets of back-to-back within those 6 games as well. Take a look at this. Okay, all right, this is the part. I guess when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Absolutely.
Why not just complete it? It's a little backward somersault there.
And it just speaks for how these guys support each other. Water leaks from the roof down. You just saw Shea them. No pun intended to the Lakers. That's all about these guys celebrating each other. And that guy over on the left with the glasses on, J-Duff, he's been as equally involved, even though he hasn't played this season. That guy, the first one up, talking to the players, clapping for them. After the game, he's in the post-game interviews.
You're traveling with the team, too?
Yeah, if you don't believe me, watch me tonight. Watch tonight. Nick Gallo's going to be out there on the floor, and you're going to see that guy somewhere in the picture. That's how much they support each other. I think that's pretty good.
He can't resist. He can't resist those post-game interviews.
No, absolutely. And they've had a lot of fun with that. It's almost been I can't wait to see it with Nick Gallo, who he's got tonight.
Thunder going to commit the foul there. 3:43 left to go.
Small foul, number 3, Cristiano Columbus first.
So Bronny James, some of these guys, Michael, that are deeper on the roster, get a chance here. And another fourth quarter where SGA's not playing. That has become almost routine at this point. Jay Redick sitting his guys, but not under the circumstances that he would like. That was a good-looking jumper, though, from Bronny, who played his college ball, Mike, at USC. Played 1 year there. We're going to get back defensively.
Now, why are you telling me that?
Just trying to add a little, information, a little bit of insight to the broadcast.
Okay.
That stuff's important. That's important to do.
And where are you an alum of?
Well, we don't talk about that in these parts.
Okay. I just wanted to say, I think you got something to do with those Trojans too.
Oh yeah, deep ties. USC alum, nothing but the best and brightest, Mike. Played 1 year there.
Number 2,
under the infield. Let's check in on tonight's Thunder play of the game, brought to you by Riverwind Casino. And Mike, he makes 30 look easy on a nightly basis because that's what he does. But the assists and the passing over the last 2 games, see the 20 assists there. That cannot be overlooked.
And what I like is the minutes have been under 30. That's his 7th fourth quarter he has not played this season out of 12 games, or out of 13 games.
That kind of stuff adds up over the course of the season, too. Oh, a little show and go. Barnheiser. That even made Mike do a double take.
Yeah, he did, man. He fooled me on the first hesitation.
How many hesitations can you do in one move without it being too many?
Yeah, he did it quick, too. Cleveland will knock down the 3. Thunder have held on to this 25-point lead, folks. In case you just joined us, from the 4:50 mark of the second quarter. That lead has been north of 25 points.
I mean, Michael, you're thinking about these games as Isaiah Joe's going to get fouled on a three-point shot. You're thinking about this back-to-back. Golden State, the Lakers, Western Conference, two of what are probably considered the top-tier teams in the West. And the Thunder coming off that long road trip. You blow out the Warriors in a game that was not close. You had a tough back end of a back-to-back against the Lakers team that's playing well, 8-3. They get Doncic and Reeves back. And there's so little drama in either of these games.
And the Lakers were in town last night watching the Thunder play the Warriors, because they did not play. This is, as you mentioned, partner, second night of a back-to-back for the Thunder, but not for the Lakers. So, you know, kudos to all the guys for just mustering up that kind of energy. As we mentioned, anytime you play 6 games in 9 days, and you spent 4 of those 6 games on the road, that takes a lot out of your legs. And I heard Paris Lawson say in a post-game show last night that first game at home after a big long road trip many times is like a road game. And that was that game last night against the Warriors, which they had a sizable win here at Paycom.
Bronny, hard drive, pops up, connect. Got to think he's going to want a 3. Instead, it's LaRavia. Well, if LaRavia was going to make one, the Thunder saying, let's do it right there. He was 0 for his first 5. One thing about this game, Michael, the Thunder clearly shut down the Lakers and the Lakers offense, but the Lakers bench did absolutely nothing. And that was a big part of the separation that the Thunder were able to get in this game.
And I think that's, moving forward, that's what Lakers going to have to figure out, because they have their bench is 30th in scoring points in the league. So they're not scoring a whole lot.
Will be very interesting to see this Lakers team when LeBron comes back.
Yeah.
Doing some rehab assignments with the South Bay Lakers in Southern California. The Thunder just want to run out this clock. Okay, seems like it's going to improve to 12-1 on the season. And more free throws here for Isaiah Joe, who's going to have himself a 20-point game if he's able to knock down this free throw.
You know, with those heavy games on the Thunder legs that we were talking about, you're also playing, you look at J.J. Redick, 8-year NBA player, hired in 24 for the Lakers. But, you know, they've done a good job of really just stepping up with key personnel missing. The Thunder have what? I got to ask Nick Gallo about the man games they've lost. If Nick could be so much as to oblige me, that number's got to be north of 60 by now. What do you think? What do you got on that, Nick?
73 man games lost through the first 13 games here of the season. And so it's just remarkable. I mean, you're talking about basically 6 guys that you're missing every single night on average.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Final couple possessions here, and let's just get a couple more free throws in.
So 73 games, you're 12-1. You're coming out of a 6 games in 9 days. I mean, take a look at this, folks. The Thunder are right there, just below the Pacers, and you look at the reverse of records between those two.
Boy, just really tough for Indiana, though. When you think about not having Tyrese Halliburton, Nembhard's missed some time. Just a tough way.
What you know, huh? Do you know the feeling when you mix that alcohol with the lighter blow, huh? Like we about to bust the fucking dawn, huh? Don't you know Ron Thug and Mr. Bohr, huh? Over
overdosing awesome, pretty fucking awesome. They want this on the stage, I let them know that it will cost them. And I'll be my own shit, you can even fathom. We on the next level that you ain't accustomed. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we
Knocks that one down. Aaron Gordon now with 16. And Denver regains a 2-point advantage.
You're saying he had a free mindset? I mean, I got a chance to work with him for 3 or 4, maybe 5 years during the NCAA tournament that Westwood won. And he was, I mean, it was great to work with. Now, you ask him a question, the answer may go 15 minutes. I can tell you that. We've seen this too, coming out of a timeout, and Jamal Murray was stuck in cement. All eyes on James Harden. Look at that. That's just look at it. Right? It's ridiculous, man.
Jokic at the line. First miss of the night. If you get a quick word from Hyundai.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Sometimes silence is the best antidote. Didn't work that time, but just get the point.
17 of 18 Denver is from the stripe, and they lead by 3. 9:15 to play in the third. Again, the Clippers haven't won since Halloween. The Denver Nuggets have not lost since that day as well. Dunn going to work inside. Jokic, the rebound. Dunn tears it away. Jones attacks, lobs it to Zoo, makes the grab. Patiently waits and gets it to go down. Ivica Zubac with 14.
Yeah, how about Chris Dunn? A lot of times you want to get back on the defensive end, not compromise yourself, but he thought he could get the steal. He came up with it. Clippers able to take advantage of that turnover. There it is, another one. Defense once again. The activity, Derrick Jones Jr. and Chris Dunn do an excellent job of getting over and fighting over the top of those screens.
Zoo sets the screen for Harden. It's a corner 3 for Jones. And Jokic with another rebound, his 9th. Plays catch with Hardaway Jr. runs over. Collins, it could have been a travel, could have been a block, or a charge. Instead, it is a block.
Jokic traveled. He traveled. He got on that little carriage on the back of his horse and just rolled down the line. Look, 1, 2, 3. Come on, drag the back foot, drug the back foot.
Coach's challenge.
Yeah. 3.
LA has taken a timeout. The challenge ruling of a defensive foul on Collins.
Take a timeout. Back after this.
After review, Collins does not beat Jokic to the spot, as in still moving into the spot at the time of contact. Therefore, it is a blocking foul. The challenge is unsuccessful. Jokic will shoot 1 free throw. LA charged the timeout, and they do not have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
It's time now for the Sprites Coaches Challenge.
After review, Collins does not beat Jokic to the spot, as in still moving into the spot at the time of contact. Therefore, it is a blocking foul. The challenge is unsuccessful. Jokic will shoot one free throw. LA charged the timeout, and they do not have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
I don't like the call, but you know, being short of stature, we talked about this. He has direct eye contact with the camera. I mean, he's looking right. If you're the viewer at home, you're like, man, why is he staring at me like that? You know what I mean? Because he's looking right at you. And he was definitive, authoritative in some, but not intimidating. And maybe it's because of his stature a little bit, you know.
He's a short king. He was very concise with his information, but again, it's posture, poise, pacing, perspiration, and if you want to score higher than a 3, you got to have panache. I will give him a 2.6 on the Kennedy rating scale.
Yeah, and you know, he's our fellow Midwesterner. He lives in Indiana. You caught that, right? Our fellow.
Both of you guys in the East Coast timeline, I don't know what that means. Zoo, great footwork, but can't finish, and it's a bear hug rebound inside by Murray. Denver leads by 4. Jokic down in a rainbow floater is good. 39 for Nikola Jokic on 11 shots.
Yeah, and the good teams make you pay when they have an advantage in their transition when the ball turns over.
Deflection. And now you can see some defensive intensity picking up here for Denver. They lead by 6. Have trailed by as many as 10 and led by as many as 10. Murray throws it away to Collins with Gordon to beat. Takes it, hangs. Can't hit, whistle, and a foul will be called against Denver.
Well, Zoo wanted the foul on the other end offensively, and Jokic able to get on his high horse and run out in one dribble up over the top of DJ. This is a 7-footer with a touch. Off the dribble, moving forward. I mean, that's hard for guards to make that shot over, you know, an opposing defensive player.
Not just off the dribble, but like a running floater. They actually called a foul on Chris Dunn.
Where? Back.
I think there was a 2-on-2. Gordon blocks the shot. And so Hardaway Jr. will go to the free throw line. That's the 4th foul on Dunn. And Hardaway Jr. knocks down the first of 2.
Well, yeah. See, I thought this was the foul they called first, right there. The official, Natalie Sago, was there on the left-hand side of the court, had a clear view of Dunn's arm in the back of Hardaway. It was a correct call. I mean, that they didn't call the foul on Aaron Gordon, it was on Chris. Oh, Zoo with the hit on Jamal Murray.
Clippers down by 8. Deflection, interception, turnover number 9 for the Clippers. Clippers just 2 of 8 from the field here in this 3rd quarter. 3 turnovers. Murray, rebound goes to Harden. Plenty of time here in this 3rd quarter to get something going for the Clippers. It was the 2nd unit, however, and 3rd unit for that matter, for the Clippers that brought him back. Zoo patiently waits inside and lays it in. Ivica Zubac with 16.
Yeah, I mean, 3 empty possessions allows the team, Denver, to stretch that lead. But James was able to get deep, like we saw in that 1st quarter. And Zoo, another offensive rebound putback.
Hardaway on the wing for 3, counted and a foul. And comes up a little hobbled. And the foul will be on Dunn, and that'll be his 5th.
That is Chris Dunn's 5th personal.
Flowed out. It's a long flow out there, and they're going to take a look at this too, and they're going to get it, I believe. Yep.
That might be a flagrant.
Yep. Reckless closeout.
Exactly, with 6:38 to play here in the 3rd. 83-74, Denver trying to pull away. They've outscored the Clippers 20-6. It was a 17-4 second quarter for the Clippers that gave them that double-digit advantage that we just talked about. And it was the starting unit for Denver that gave them their double-digit lead.
Yeah, but that play right there is what I was talking about. Like, so Chris Dunn was kind of all eyes on Jokic. Okay, and these were the shots that were not there early.
After review, the initial illegal contact is to the shin, and he slides down. He does not land on the foot. Therefore, it is not a reckless closeout. It's just a common foul. We'll shoot one free throw.
Tyler, I like that one a little bit better. Still at 2.5, but now you notice he gave us a side pose on that. Did you notice that?
I did not.
He heard us, and he wanted to. That makes you a little slimmer when you look on the side on camera.
Also more inviting and more like warm to the camera.
Like you're leaning into your audience.
Maybe he's getting comfortable with the audience, perhaps, as well.
What you know, huh? Do you know the feeling when you mix that alcohol with the lighter blow? Like we up the fucking dawn, Don't you know you're Mr. Bond? Overdosing, fucking awesome. They want us on the stage, I let them know that it will cost them. And I'll be my own shit, you can even bet them. We on the next, you ain't a constant. Then you ain't just a window. If we stop it, on to the next. We can you ain't just a window. We stop it, on to the next. I know you get it.
아파트 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 at the 아파트 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 아파트
Now we're picking fights. too far apart. Closer the better. Now we're picking fights. Slamming doors, magnify. You know love, and I wonder what for. Why we keep coming back for more. Is it just our body? Are we both losing our mind? Is the only reason holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Do we need somebody just to feel like we're alright? Is the only reason holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. So much time losing track of where was the real, undefined, fine out of touch. Forgot how I feel. All the messed up vibes, slamming doors, magnify. You know love, and I wonder what for. It's like we keep coming back for more. Is it just our body? Are we both losing our minds? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Do we need somebody just to feel like we're alright? Is the only reason you're holding me tonight? 'Cause we're scared to be lonely. Even when we know it's wrong.
I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, Batman's fears, and clearly I don't see myself in that. She said, where you wanna go, how much you wanna I'll start looking for somebody, some human heroes, some superheroes, some fairy tales, just something I could turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Legends and the myths, the testament told, the moon in its eclipse, and Superman arose, the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale place, just something I can turn to, somebody I can ask. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you want? I'm looking for somebody with some superhuman
been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his control, Spider-Man's control, Batman with his fear. Clearly I don't see myself. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna looking for somebody, some superhero, some fairy tales, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this, I want something just like this. And the myths, the testaments they told, the moon's eclipse, and Superman unrolls the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it cuts. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale things. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you want? I'm not looking for some guy, some superhero, some fairy tale, something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, Batman with his fear. Clearly I don't see myself as she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman skills, some superhero, some fairy tales, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, Batman in his fear, and clearly I don't see myself in his own. Where you wanna go, how much you wanna, I'm not looking for somebody, some superhero, some fairy tale prince, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like I want something just the testaments been told, the moon its eclipse, the Superman unrolls, the suit was for he lives. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale prince, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna, how much you wanna, I'm looking for somebody, some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his Spider-Man's control, and Batman in his fear. Clearly I don't see myself in where you wanna go, how much you wanna, I'm asking for somebody, some superhero, some fairy tale, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like oh, I want something just like this. the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, Batman his fear. Clearly I don't see myself as on that. She wanna go and she wanna I'm not looking for somebody, some superhero, some fairy tale, just something I can tell, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like I want something just
the feeling when you mix that alcohol with a lot of blow, huh? Like we about to bust a dawn, nah? Don't you know Ron Thug and Mr. Boar, huh? Overdosing awesome, pretty freaking awesome. We want this on the stage, I let them know that it will cost them. And we about to own this, you can even phantom. We on the next level that you ain't accustomed. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping devil, on to the next level. We the new age rebel, dancing with the devil. If we are stopping devil, on to the next level.